ready to go on again. Looking forward to a more relaxed show than my last call-in, which was insane about paying Artie, but that was a call-in. But this should be more of a relaxed show. Everything's moving along. You know, I don't even know what to say. I'm in a great mood today, you know, except for a little pain in my neck. My fucking neck. All right, I don't want to get into that. But, you know, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's always good when I do Howard. It's always strong. We have chemistry.
𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗿𝗍 is actually performing with Artie somewhere. It was supposed to be broadcast here on Sirius.
But it's not going to be broadcast now?
Well, 𝗁𝗍, I think, will be, but not Artie. 𝗁𝗍 never cleared it with Artie. There
So,
he is. That's 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗍𝗿𝗍. Where is he?
Only 𝗁𝗍, or is it everybody but Artie?
I think there's one.
That's 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗍𝗿𝗍. There he is. Got on the bandana and the big shades.
And what is this jacket?
No one can hear you.
Oh, he's kissing Benji.
Kissing Benji.
I gave you the triple B. You want to fuck around?
Benji tried to kiss
I
you.
actually dreamt about him.
You dreamt about him. Well, that's very...
Put on headphones. No one can hear you this brilliant.
That's troubling.
Go ahead. And that's even with the headphones on, I don't. Now you hear.
You know,
now you
There
hear.
you
where
go.
am I now?
You're
There you
here.
Am I allowed to show this cup?
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Sure. Who cares?
I just don't know.
You can do whatever you want. You drink Starbucks?
There he is.
Are you addicted
No,
to Starbucks?
I actually was thinking about you, because... Say that again?
Are you addicted to Starbucks? I know a lot of people love it so much they have to have it every day.
You like Starbucks.
Every day. Can you make this a little louder?
Sure, you
the
can.
headphones?
You have a control.
What happened?
Back there. You see behind the couch?
We don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
where it
okay,
is.
okay. Oh, much better.
So your nose is whistling too.
Wow.
We got a nose whistling situation.
What happened?
Your nose is whistling. Listen. Breathe in.
Yeah.
Hear that?
That's fucked up. I got enough problems as it is. I can't get out of bed.
You got to do Mel Gibson and you. You both have your nose whistling.
What's happening out in Hollywood? Nobody's trimming.
wait, fucking
You got to
thing.
get that. You got to trim those nose hairs.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't whistle that
Yeah,
much.
how fucked up is that when you're looking in the mirror going, I gotta shave my nose hairs?
How about? Do you have ear hair?
Ear hair, nose hair, and everything here is going there.
There's hair
It's
everywhere
really
except
fucked
on the
up.
head, right?
It's like, no matter how good looking you might think you are, then you look in the mirror and go, I gotta shave my fucking ears. You know, I don't know. You're too young for it yet. Enjoy whatever you got. You
So
know what
far,
I mean?
don't have any ear hair, but the nasal hair, I got to go in with a weed whacker.
I actually went to a guy, one of them hair transplant guys.
You were thinking of getting them?
I was thinking about it, but I'm going, what the fuck what is he going to do? Take my asshole hairs and put it in here?
That's
you know,
right.
the guy's telling me he cuts your scalp. I'm going, you know what? It doesn't even bother me that much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're doing a thing. You wear a bandana. It kind of gives you the impression that
no,
there's
no.
more hair.
Today, rock and roll dice.
Oh.
Rock and roll dice.
Andrew Dice Rose.
Right. You look like Axl Rose. a
No,
little.
because I did a photo shoot yesterday.
For who? Who were you doing this for?
This magazine that Echo Clothing has.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a photo shoot for them, and they did a shot of me in front of the Brooklyn Bridge with this on.
With the babushka on?
Yeah, you like the
The
look?
bandana.
Yeah, it works for you. Yeah,
It does work for
It's
me.
an athletic look, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could go jogging like that.
You know, you're way more relaxed ever since you came to the satellite.
Absolutely relaxed.
You're getting to do what you want. It's fucking great.
We're having
How
a
you
great
doing?
time. We're having a
Very
blast.
good.
Those
Very
fucking
good.
tits. Anyway,
You
I'm
another
thinking
guy.
about him. Why wasn't I dreaming about you?
I don't know. You got
Those
problems.
fucking
You were thinking about
tits.
Benji?
No, he actually came into my dream. I don't
Triple
remember
B.
what the dream was.
Hey, Dice, let me understand how you do business. Every time you and Artie get together for a business deal, it goes horribly wrong.
No. Can we wait one more minute just to warm
right, go
up
ahead.
because I don't want to fight with him?
No, it's
Believe
not
me,
a
I didn't
fight.
come in to fight with you.
I don't want to fight either. There's no fight.
Just your voice sounds like you're fighting. You know, when he says hello, you think you're in an argument.
It sounds like it's
who are you saying
confrontation.
fucking hello to?
Let me recap. The
When you
first
like
time,
me like that, it is confrontational. It can never be like, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you.
You
It's
guys-
like, what the fuck you are? I'm doing this, that, the other fucking thing.
you
know.
you and Artie did this wonderful show
Should I right
together.
that I stand? Because I can't see him if I don't
Fine.
stand.
You and Artie did this wonderful show together. You went out, you did stand-up comedy. You guys killed. It was great.
Let me take my
And-
glasses off.
Right, and the next thing I know, you and Artie are at each other's throats because Artie felt
didn't get his money.
he should have been paid that night.
But
And,
don't go any further. Just so I know, all right? There are a lot of fucking listeners, and the one thing I never fuck anybody with money.
Right.
You know, so I want you to tell
I
me,
never
right?
for a second thought you weren't going to pay me.
No,
That
but
wasn't-
so I'm asking.
I didn't.
I'm asking you.
Right.
A little bit, you thought maybe.
No, I didn't. Never thought you were never going to pay me.
A little
Absolutely.
bit.
A little bit.
A little bit, Artie. A little bit now.
You heard things.
A little bit,
Artie,
you thought
true.
it. All right, so
Artie, that's
do you
true.
want
There
the
was
check?
5%
No, wait a
of
minute.
you.
Do you want the check that night, or can it be mailed to you from the accountant?
If it's possible, I'd like it that night. If it has to be,
It's an impossibility.
all right.
No, if you want it that night, it's
Well, then
you
there you
just
go.
got to tell me.
You just got to tell the promoter cut 2 checks.
Okay, you got it.
There you go. See.
All right, now if
Now
you don't
we're
get
commu-
That's what upset
Now
me.
we're
no,
communicating.
now if you don't
don't
get
have to pay him.
No, Robin. Now if you don't get paid that night, now you got a beef. Now you can
Right.
go. He said it on the fucking
In all
air.
fairness, that's right. That was never discussed like that before.
Right.
And
Right. But
I mean,
Dice-
since then, I realized I was wrong in that situation.
You could say to the promoter, listen, pay Artie, pay me, and then I'm done. I don't even have to have my accountant pay anybody. Right?
If there's pussy that night, can we shave a little off the top of the check?
Fine.
You say if you get him laid?
You know what I mean? If
Do you
we're
get
like
laid at concerts? Seriously, I mean, you're single now. Do you
I'm
get...
sure he is.
I'm sort of single. I mean, I wouldn't mind sitting side by side. We get 2 whoos sucking on our meat
Now
bag.
that would be something
You
special.
know what I mean? Your meat bag in one mouth, my meat bag in another mouth.
What a picture.
And you know what's amazing today?
Two great guys.
You know what the thing is? They were having
That's
they
a
posed.
picture.
Lucky girls.
Yeah, what a picture that is, right on the couch.
Would you
Come
sit-
on, you
would-
filthy fucking slob. You having fun, Artie?
Would you get a blowjob in front of Artie, like sit in a whorehouse?
I couldn't do it. I
No.
couldn't concentrate.
I don't think I
Because
could
I'd be
either.
looking at him, laughing.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if he's packing more than me, now I'm fucking embarrassed.
Right.
I can't get hard
know-
with me in the room.
No, I mean, you know, the whole life is walking around. How many years you talking about? Oh, my little dick, my little fuck.
Right.
Every guy, from the time we find out cock, that's our life.
Right.
You know, is it big enough? Did I
You little-
satisfy her?
You never even talk about that.
Immature.
Right. You're not that big.
So anyway, yeah, like I would
Like a
call
baby.
I would I would call it like normal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
like to
I would
call it
consider
normal.
myself really good in bed
Show
with
me
a
your
chick.
cock right now, would you?
No. But when I'm in bed,
Howard
like I've
TV.
heard you say to chicks, wait a minute, I've heard you say, now, you've complained about your manhood.
Yeah, it's small. It's on the smaller side.
No, but maybe it's because you're so tall. See, to you, it's more.
No, I've worked that equation out. It's small. I'll be honest.
Small, huh?
You know, like if this penis
Yeah,
was on
but
a
you
2
consider
foot
yours-
midget, it would look
Yeah,
okay.
but did you ever, after you got done banging a chick, did you ever say, oh, I'm not satisfied?
No.
See, it's them. They put the pressure on us.
And I am a
No,
full 6
absolutely.
inches when I screw. We measured it, right?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
We had a girl come in and measure my penis years ago, 6 inches. So I reached. I
This
barely
is the
reached-
greatest show.
It's the greatest.
Yeah.
It's the greatest.
But no, but
so
do you
what?
consider yourself good in bed, though?
I've been told I'm okay by some, and by others I'm bad. And by that I mean some girls I finish very quickly.
Really?
Yeah, and I know I'm terrible, but it just feels so good. And then other women I have a proper chemistry with, I can hold out for a while. If you can imagine me mounting a woman and holding out.
You know what it is with me? Because, see, I've always looked at myself like sort of from the outside. I always evaluate, you know, a lot of people don't evaluate themselves. So when I was younger, I went with this one chick, and we had a big fight in the street, right? And she goes, and you never made me fucking come. and she slammed the door.
That's mean.
That can do
That
it.
was it for me.
Fuck that.
Right, that's
No,
mean.
I was 12.
That's
But after,
understandable.
no, all kidding aside, when she said that to me, I said, that will never happen to me again. And I actually started taking sex very seriously. I write a lot about it in, the book. I'm going to have a book come out.
You know what
But
drives me
I
crazy?
had
How
women
you-
teach me.
How do you...
I really got
You
involved.
asked
That
for
I know when I'm in bed,
Instruction.
I annihilate the fucking target.
Wow.
No girl's going to leave my room and go, I didn't come. I didn't feel good.
Is it important to
I
you?
get up and it is important because the better they feel, the better they want to make you feel.
Right.
It's like all of a sudden, you're not the one that's going, after you have sex with a chick, you look at her and go, are you okay? Because you want to hear my okay. I can't fucking budge after what you did. What do you mean okay?
Right, like a truck went
Triplets
through
could
you.
come out of there.
When
So what are we really going to do to them? You know what I mean?
Do you have low self-esteem? Underneath it all, the bravado and everything, do you have low self-esteem in that you always think you're not good enough for the woman, that's why you try extra hard?
I swear to you.
Yeah.
I know how good I am in bed.
You do. You're good at it.
If you got my chick on the phone right now,
Yeah.
she can't break up with me because of it.
Right.
That's how fucking good
You
I
can
am.
do almost anything.
I learned
you
because
able
I
to-
really took the time. See, a lot of guys
forget
that come
your
over to
persona,
me.
but wait a
I'm not
second.
talking about. I'm not even in persona.
No. Forget your persona for a second.
I'm not.
No.
Okay.
Listen to me. I'm asking you a question. When you're with a woman, okay. And are you able now, at this point in your life, after all you've been through, could you be with a woman for a one-nighter, banger, and that's it?
You want to know something? That I really don't look for.
You're past that.
Yeah, I'm past that.
You
It's
have
not
compassion for the other person.
Yeah, I gotta know the person. I gotta feel something for this person.
Right.
All
right, so
and-
you've matured.
Yeah, in that
And
way.
you're telling
But
me
where I haven't.
every time that woman has an orgasm.
If I would say 100%, then I'd be lying to
Right.
you. Most of the time, she is very satisfied. Whoever the fuck it is, whatever I could get my hands on.
Do me a favor. Go do Robin and let her see what goes
please.
on.
No, but I would know what to do to Robin. I
You
could
would.
just look at Robin
And melt
see,
her.
She
Size me
hides
up.
behind her
Size me
persona
up.
when
Yeah.
she's on the radio.
That's right.
But she is a sexual person.
Oh, very sexual. Very
Yeah,
sexual.
I could tell. I mean,
Oh,
the
meat
fact,
and vegetables she did it.
she don't let them tits hang out for no reason.
Right. She loves.
You know
to
what I mean? She
display
wants you to
them.
come up behind her. She wants you to get romantic, kiss the
Sending
back
a
of her neck.
message.
Start feeling them fucking tits.
get it. I
pull
feel it
on her
from Robin.
nipples a little. Get her fucking wild.
Does that sound good to you, Robin?
Take her mentally where she
not
wants to
ba-
go.
He's
Do you-
not bad.
You want him pulling on your nipples a little bit?
They all want you to.
Really?
But a lot of
Does it
them,
hurt?
a lot of them are afraid to tell you. See, the one thing I learned, you know what? You
I'm
remember
squeezing my
Pips.
nipples going. It sounds like that hurts.
Pips in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you remember Pips in
I
Brooklyn.
remember Pips, yeah.
Okay, so I was like 21 years old, and I'm hanging out in front of Pips. My parents are actually having coffee outside, and these two like older women, at that time older to me, was like 35.
Right.
They're like coming on to me. I'm a young guy. I'm in the leather jacket.
I remember you had a look.
But they were married, okay?
Right.
So this woman's coming on to me, and I actually asked her, I go, why would you go with me when you're a married woman?
Right.
And she goes, because I could do things with you that I can't do with my husband. And I'm thinking, what a fucking shame. You're married.
That's right.
And you can't bang your husband the way you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I would have sent her home with a third asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, Dice, get to this for a second, though.
Okay,
because
go ahead.
This is all
We're
good.
going
but-
from assholes to this.
Right.
Now they tattoo them. Everything's tattooed. Now they actually put a tattoo of an asshole
On your
around their
asshole.
That's
asshole.
right. Everybody's got the lower back
Yeah.
tattoo.
You don't
Look
like
at the
tattoos?
tattoo on my ass.
You never got a tattoo?
I just think it's a followers thing that every chick today is just tattooing something.
And that turns you off. Does your girlfriend now have a tattoo?
No tattoos.
You like that?
Yeah, I do like that. People years ago would get a tattoo. It was something.
novelty.
Now they walk around, they look like fucking coloring books.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't even get like one little thing.
Wait, Dice.
That's beautiful.
That's true. That's a great line. I'm gonna borrow that one a couple of times.
Okay,
a
that's
day.
okay.
I'm gonna say you look like a coloring book.
I hear me.
Dice, I was talking about you and Artie, and it's so strange because you guys,
Okay.
you just met, and now you've done business. So here we have another situation where Tim Sabian, our program director, came to me and he said, "You got to hear this one. Dice wants to do a show, And he's having Artie. He says, once I put it on a Saturday night, he'll put it on the radio. I said, that is a great idea. Tell Dice I'm down with that. And I just assumed you and Artie had talked this over, and I was doing a good thing here. So Artie, I see, has a strange look in his eyes when I announce on the air that you're going to do this show. And sure enough, I come to find that you forgot to tell Artie he was going to be on the radio.
Artie was not approached.
Okay.
Again.
All right, let me say this. I might be right. I might be wrong.
Good.
But when I did, you know how you let me do the In the Cage show?
Yes.
Okay. The last time we were on In the Cage talking about Cyclone Stadium, but for certain reasons we couldn't do it.
Right.
Which now it's out that you're going to do Carnegie Hall, which is great. So he couldn't do that kind of gig back then.
Right.
But we talked about airing it live.
Without question, we did. Yeah, absolutely. but we talked about maybe doing a gig down the road on Sirius, which I would totally want to do. It never came up with this specific show.
Okay. Now, what I've been doing, so just hear me out, and then, you know, I'll hear you out. I'll listen. You know, I'm not mad at you for anything. I'm really not mad at him.
Okay.
I happen to love the guy. He calls me up. He goes, Dice, you know, I'm fucking nuts.
I'm not mad either.
Then I called you up, and I said, you know what,
When
you're
did you
not
call?
that...
When you heard he was having a problem?
No. When we were talking about the gig.
After all the bullshit last time, you guys had sort of convinced me that I was probably wrong for flying off the handle. I called Dice and apologized.
But even on this gig, you know, I was waiting to hear from him because I had to let, you know, people know, is he doing it with me?
Right.
So he left me a message. He goes, nah, I've been going through a lot. You know, I'm fucking crazy. I called him back. I go, you're not crazy. You're a fucking comic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever fall into the drug trap at all? Did you, like Artie did?
No.
Never.
You never hear anything about him. And
no, it's not that one. I'm just messed up in my fucking head.
Right.
You don't need it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah,
good
no,
to never got messed up in the
Drugs
dope.
would be bad.
Right.
Yeah, drugs would be bad. You know what I do take when my fucking neck is fucked up? I take 𝗏𝗏.
Right. That's the biggest drug you
That's
take.
the biggest thing I would take.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And
anything that ends
fucks
in
me up.
set, I've noticed.
Not that I'm
is
such a
good.
good boy. I'm just, it's not.
No, I'm sure
when
you
I
were
moved to
upset
LA.
when you heard Artie had his problems recently.
Well, you know,
right?
this leads to, when I moved to LA, all I cared about was getting. Yes, I heard about that.
You
I
did.
spoke to him about it a little.
Yeah. What did you say to him?
Well, you know, I found it commendable that he could come forward like that.
Right.
You know, because obviously it's something he wanted to talk about.
Right.
And, you know, and now he did.
Right.
So we're past it.
Right. Okay.
And
You didn't
my
give him any
suggestion is don't do it again.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's fucked up.
That's good advice. That's
You
good
don't do
advice.
drugs, do you, Benji?
Not really.
Not bad.
Fred, long time ago.
No,
yeah.
Fred is
Fred's
wild.
okay.
Fred doesn't need drugs.
Fred's clean.
Yeah.
So anyway, the way I look at this whole thing is, it's very simple. Like I've said to you guys, and like I said when I went to L.A. years ago, my whole thing. That's why I wasn't into drugs. I was very focused. I
Yes,
wanted one thing. I wanted to
absolutely.
make it. If I was going to be in that shit city, I was going to get somewhere.
Right.
So I stayed away from any kind of drugs, all that bullshit. Okay, so now today, let's cut to today. 8 months ago, 9 months ago, we make up.
Right.
Okay? Now, you gave me a shot. You could have very easily turned around and said, you know what? It was a bad fight. What if he comes in and he's a fucking... I don't need it.
Right.
But you didn't.
Right.
And because of that, and that's why I give credit.
Right.
It's not an... If you look at it a little ass-kissing, maybe it is, because you did something for me nobody did years ago.
Right.
You know, you were forgiving.
So you said,
know,
let me
even though
get
we were
back
both,
and do a concert on your channel.
No matter what,
Yeah.
you gave me the shot.
Oh,
So
thank
now, because you did,
Yes.
the minute you did, I shot a pilot for VH1.
Right.
Minute you gave me the shot, VH1 picks up the show.
There you go.
And we're in town now filming the show.
Right.
Which is also something I want to put him in, which I did explain to you.
Artie. You
I
want Artie on the show.
Yeah, because now what happens is you give me the shot, now I start touring again. And, you know, clubs, forget about it. In a minute,
Right.
clubs are gone. I'm actually going to this last stop in Houston because I got to record an album this weekend.
So things are really happening.
Yeah, they want to give me a fucking video game. I've been meeting with everybody. Every book publisher I'm meeting with wants the fucking book.
Right.
I wrote the book while I was going through misery, through the divorce, through all that.
It's a very real story of your divorce.
So now you give me a shot. I get out there, and you know what? Artie, I know Artie likes me, what I do. So when I did the Borgata, which he killed.
Right.
Okay, he does the Borgata, he kills, and I'm thinking, what a great fucking team. And up to that point, I use like Jim Florentine, which, you know, he'll be with us in Boston.
Right.
Great.
And what I like to call this, and I will go on sale, Well, let me just do it in steps. I call it the hardcore comedy crew. You know, they've always had these groups go out there. You know, the blue-collar jerk-off team. The kings of comedy. I don't know how they could be the kings when I'm the only one to sell every fucking arena in the country.
Right, so you were thinking you put together a group of people.
But Artie, also talking to me personally, he'll give me those props. He knows what I've done in my history.
All right, but wait a second.
Wait a minute. Now, let me just say this.
All right.
Now, he's a guy coming up.
Right.
I figured, all right, let me see what he's doing. We go together to the Borgata. He kills.
Right.
So I know it's a good match.
Right.
All right? We had the misunderstanding with the money. We got past that.
That's all.
So I talked to Florentine. Now, my thing, I'm going to do Giant Stadium next summer. That is my aim.
All right.
You know, so I tell Artie, I go, we're going to do this together. You gave me the shot. Now, and I'm not saying he's not doing well. I mean, you're doing Carnegie Hall. And to be quite honest, if you were doing the Carnegie Halls all around the country, you don't even need me. But we help each other. Like when you come on here and you advertise a gig, that helps our gig, of course, because people know you too now, and they love what you do on stage. It's not like he walks out.
So what is the point of all of this?
The point is, you're giving me the shot to go live.
Right.
Okay?
Go ahead.
So I want him with me. If he don't want to do it, what am I going to do?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm going to go. I wish 140
I think you
million.
got to say to him ahead of time, Artie, I want to go on live on the radio with my act. How do you feel about putting your act on live as well? Because he feels his act still needs some honing with new material.
He destroyed. You destroyed at the Borgata.
I mean, yeah, it went well, but I'm saying, and I'm not opposed to doing this eventually, like we talked about. I'd be lying if I said we didn't talk about it. But this specific date, we never went over doing it, and I'd like to get this new material I'm doing right now, I'd like to get to a point where I feel it's sort of broadcast ready, and I think that's down the road a little bit.
All right, can I tell you something? Yeah. I mean, I don't know the new material. I know what I heard at the Borgata.
A lot of that is newer stuff.
You know what Rodney said to me when I did his HBO special? I did a few minutes, 10 minutes.
Right.
He goes, man, you're going to do 10 minutes, and then they're going to want to see the whole fucking cartoon. Right. Now, you're going to put out a DVD? After we do that show, he's giving us the opportunity. Not even just this country, the whole country, all of Canada. I'm going on sale right across. And I'm going to go from the 2,000 seats to 10,000 seats a night. I want you with me if you want to do it. Not to take that kind of opportunity. And I'll be honest, it's scary. You know, when you're going to face the whole country, it's not facing 2,000.
No, you're going to be
You got to be the best you can.
That's right.
And what you did, if you did what you did at that Borgata, you are now a superstar. That's it. Why not take that opportunity?
Well,
That's
I think he
saying.
wants the ability to
I'm
decide
sorry
that
I
for
didn't
himself.
ask. You know what? And if you're saying I didn't at that moment, but
yeah, just about this particular gig, you didn't ask me. I know we talked about
it. But this is the gig.
Artie might have thought
me.
that he wants to present himself in a year from now or 6 weeks from now.
Yeah, I think Artie wants to get a little more use out of that material.
What if I said to Rodney, you know what?
That's the point.
What if I said to Rodney, you know, call me in a year, Rodney?
Right, it would have never
You know what?
happened.
No matter what, I know what I've done in the country, and I know how I'm affecting them again.
Right.
I'm just looking to take a couple of my friends, great comics.
All right, but that's you. You can't impose that on Artie.
No, I'm saying, you don't want to do it, don't do it. What if,
So,
if I was
so
his
you're
father,
going to do it. You're going on. What night are you going to go on?
It's going to be Saturday the 4th.
Right. Now, Artie, you'll
November
be
4th.
there, but we won't hear you.
Absolutely.
But we won't hear you on the radio. We'll hear Dice.
We'll hear silence.
Well, we'll go live when Dice goes on.
You know what? I know we're into this, but if I don't do this, my uncle's going to kill me.
Go ahead.
You met Lee. You know, he's
Yeah,
a
I
legit
did,
guy.
actually, yeah.
Can he just say hello to you? Serious. He's really.
Where is he? Well, what
Where's
happened
Lee
to this?
Lawrence?
All right, all right. Let Lee come in real quick.
No, we're not done with this, but
Right.
I'll forget, and I'll leave here, and it goes, you didn't introduce
That's
me
your
to how-"
uncle?
Yes, Uncle Lee.
Oh, he told
real-
us too. He's a comic, yeah.
No, he's not a comic. He'll tell you who he is.
You're Dice's uncle?
Well,
yeah.
If I may say, we're actually not blood, but 31 years ago, I was a singer. I still sing, and I was in the Catskill Mountains, and I came to a nice little hotel, and the band came in, and there was this little drummer, and
I was
from
only
that-
17.
not 18 yet, and from that moment on, I'm saying this from my heart. I saw a talent, immediately looking, I knew that this gentleman, no,
You're talking about Dice.
Who else am I talking about?
I don't know.
I thought maybe it was Artie.
No, I didn't know Howard played
31 years
drums.
ago.
But can I tell you?
You met Dice when he was 17 in the Catskills, and you saw
He
him
was in a
playing
band.
drums. And you were moved
he was in
by
a little
him.
band. Not only was he a great drummer, especially for that age, but I'm telling you, I saw something. I saw a determination and a balls that that I wished that I had.
Right.
Well, tell me. All right, enough of it. All right, so we've been together for all these years. So I call him my uncle.
All right.
Okay, you know,
Fair
you
enough.
got certain people in your life like that. But Tom, because you really wanted to meet Howard, and you know.
Howard, what I'm saying is from the heart. Okay.
Do you ever say anything not from the heart?
No, he really. No,
never.
this is him.
I'm a heart.
Robin, I'm telling you.
Go ahead,
I'm a
please.
heart-
Because he's been
I'm a
listening to me
heartfelt
on this
person.
all the years, you know.
all
And
right.
years ago, I
All
didn't
right,
bring
let him
up.
say what he wants to
All
say.
right,
Go
I'm
ahead.
relaxed.
Yeah.
For so many years, I've been listening to you, and I can tell you I am a big fan.
Thank you.
And I can tell you I will listen to you as long as God allows me to be alive. I will. I don't know why you're laughing, but it's okay.
I'm not
it's
laughing.
okay.
He might be a little, but he was telling me what you've done
Thank
with your career. He was talking about it last night. I said, you know what?
Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
I just said that Howard, what Andrew's done for comedy,
Go ahead.
you've done for the world, because not only are you educational, informational, but I would like to say one thing.
No wonder Dice hangs around with you. I feel very good being around
yeah,
you.
you
I
get
feel
all
very
pumped
important.
up,
Yeah.
Howard, you deserve to feel very good. Why are you laughing?
Because he's never spoken to you before, and he thinks,
I
but
think
he's
you're
not
putting
putting
me
you
on.
on.
Right.
No, he's not.
This
believe
I'm
it.
going to say.
You got to see him and Tim Sabian talk together.
Wow.
I can only tell
You're
you,
almost the same person.
I never realized what you do.
Thank you.
I mean, I knew how so many years he's doing it. He's never lost. He's glib. He's intelligent. No, this is true.
Thank you. I can't help but laugh.
But I've been watching you.
Right.
I've been observing you.
Thank you.
And I found out why you're never lost for words, why you are this kind of host.
Why?
And if I can tell it to you,
Please.
you have an ability that the majority, Howard, I'm giving you honest,
Uncle Lee.
heartfelt, and you're
All right.
laughing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on.
You have the ability to do something that the majority of the world cannot do.
What's that?
You listen. That's why you're never lost. You know how to come into because you listen to what people are saying. So it's so simple to answer that.
Now, do you bring him around to meetings and?
He's done some meetings with
Yes.
me, yeah.
But that's not. the
What do you
reason-
think of Fred, by the way? You're a fan of the show. Fred Norris.
I think Fred is wonderful.
Why? Why do you like
What
him?
is-
I'll
Fred
tell.
got?
I'll tell you what he's got.
You know what, Lee? Tell him why.
Seriously, I get enough of the accolades. Fred never gets them.
What does Fred have?
Fred.
Yes.
To have someone who has a show like this and an ability like this, and I mean it with Robin and Artie and all of you, to be able to be there, for them to know that you're in their corner, and you are. No, you are there. That if I ever, maybe next life, have a show of any kind, honest to God, I will contact you.
Okay.
It's just knowing you're there gives him the opportunity to be really the great person that you
Yeah, and
are.
you've been with him all along, right?
And Howard, may I just say one more
What about
thing?
Benji?
Benji, they're all wonderful. But
Well, Artie you met.
Yeah, we met in Atlantic City, so this guy is wonderful.
What happened when you met Artie?
Let me say this, if
From
you don't
the
mind me
heart, please
telling
tell
Artie,
Artie.
it's always from the heart. I don't even have to preface
No,
that.
he really.
He doesn't. He
For
means
real.
for real.
I was at the show. in
was at the
Atlantic,
Borgata.
at the Atlantic City. I don't want to mention
You saw
names.
Artie take the stage.
Yes. Now, I am being, again,
Serious.
totally honest.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I
right.
was not that familiar with Artie. I know he did sketch comedy. I never saw stand-up.
Right.
And I myself, when I came out just to say good evening to the people, actually I felt a little bad because they didn't even give me a chance to say hi or do something, because I'm telling you what they did. Artie, they started chanting that. No, I could.
They were chanting.
They loved him. All
He
right. So
knows
you
I could have hated him. I told him after
You're a
that.
delightful man. I got to tell you. You.
Yes.
Let me say something about you. You come in this room.
I love it.
I just met you,
You're
right?
doing them
Yes.
already.
I just
Let me
met
say
you.
something about you.
Okay, I want to say something about you.
He makes you feel great, doesn't he?
You walked into the room, and I never met you. God is my witness.
True.
All right? Swear to God, I never met you. Mm-hmm. You lit up this room and made people feel positive about themselves. You know what a motivational speaker is?
Absolutely.
All right, what's a motivational speaker times 1,000?
Oh, my God.
And that would be you.
No, but he's always
classy. Excuse me, let me say something.
Oh, absolutely.
You're a classy gentleman. And I see the way you dress and the way you handle yourself. I see you groomed. I see you're a man of intelligence and excellence.
No, you want to know? This isn't a joke, friend.
I know that.
You know, he's friends with my family. He travels with me.
Right.
I asked Andrew, please, one of the greatest things about being in your company is that I have a chance to meet people I would never meet before. And no, for me, it's wonderful. But I just want to mention about listening. Because I learned as a young man. May I tell you what my father said to me?
Could you just stop and listen for a moment?
No, he listened. He's a listener.
I want to hear what his father said.
All right, well, quickly what your father said.
My father said, son, I know you love to talk. We all love to talk. But you must learn to listen more. And the proof is that God wanted us to talk twice as much as listen. He would have given us 2 mouths and 1 ear. Wow. You are a listener, and Howard.
Is he somebody that's worked his plan, the truth, like?
Plan your work, work your plan. You remember the thing? Nobody plans to fail. They just fail to plan. Howard, Howard, please.
Yes.
I'm excited,
Thank
and
you.
I mean it. I have something. I have a memory that I can cherish. Thank you for allowing me to meet
sir.
And
Thank you,
Robin,
Lee.
It's
you
a
also.
pleasure. It's a
Listen,
pleasure.
Lee, everyone.
Lee, just because I don't want, you know, sometimes when me and Artie talk, you know, it gets all messed up.
Right.
Sure.
You know that. Can you just say what you were saying to me before I came in here? Because I really didn't want to come in. I don't have any. I think what we're doing together is great.
Right.
So would you say what you were saying about the situation?
I will. I'll make it quick. I was not familiar with what you did.
Right.
But I was there that night, so it's not secondhand. I heard them chanting. I heard the act that you did. My friend, you don't need honing. You need to go in 2 countries, and you got to show them what Artie Lange has, because I'll be in the front row chanting, Artie, Artie. I will. I will.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
Why
He's a
don't
good
you
man.
consider what Lee says? He's right.
I know.
He's 100%.
He's a good man.
A lot
I
of
know.
wisdom in what you
You know
said.
what?
A
Look,
lot of wisdom. Thank you.
The bottom line.
Yes.
Somebody
Don't you
help
love Uncle Lee?
Lee because he
Fabulous
doesn't know how to
gentleman.
get
He's been
out of
wanting
here.
me. He's been coming up here every time.
Uplifting man.
If I didn't bring him in here, I would have heard about
He's
him.
a fabulous man.
But you want to know something? He really is. And this is a guy, he's been in the business his whole life.
So true, Artie, did they say RT? RT.
Yeah, a lot like that.
With the fingers up like this.
In a Philadelphia jersey.
That's what I
accent.
call the TV when he
Guys,
tells.
let me sum
ahead.
up, okay, if I may. Number one, you came in here, straighten out your situation with Artie. I understand why there was a misunderstanding this time, regardless of whether Artie joins you on stage. And I think what Lee says is true. The crowd is ready for Artie Saturday night. When they take the radio, when you guys get on the radio, it would be phenomenal to hear Artie and Dice together. But if Artie doesn't feel he's ready, fine.
Yeah, if you don't
You'll
feel,
do it
you know
yourself.
what?
You'll
Can
do
I
it
ask you a
yourself.
question? If at that moment he wants to do it, we're
Yes,
prepared, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's no pressure.
We're going to do a live show together. We're going to
He's not
do
ready.
probably some more live shows together. It's not that it's just that this material that I'm doing, I'd like to tour a little more with before I
respect
broadcast
that.
it somewhere.
I respect
That's
that.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question.
understands
As
that.
far as the older material,
Right.
You know, I know you do the clubs, and you know, I mean, you're coming up now,
Right.
doing Carnegie Hall, and hopefully you play in theaters all over the country before you know it. But wouldn't you want them, the whole country? I don't know. Did you ever put out an album, for instance?
I put out a DVD.
Okay, all right. How big was the DVD? And I'm not pissing on it. I'm asking.
No, it
big.
did very well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it did very
did
well.
it go gold? Did it go platinum?
Platinum.
Oh, no. It's not, no,
But
definitely not.
All right, so you're planning
It
on
sold
putting
like
out.
100,000.
Okay, you're
It
planning
went
on putting out a.
plastic. It went
okay.
plastic.
Well,
Whatever 100,000 is.
you know,
Guys,
but-
listen to me.
yeah.
You're barking up the wrong tree with this guy.
I'm just telling him about
He's
the
feeling like his
opportunity.
back is against the wall because you set this up. He wants to set it up with you. He wants to be a full
So this is about
voiced partner in this.
that I didn't say it at that moment.
That's
No,
right.
no, no. It's just
No, he
this
wasn't
particular show. I wasn't aware we were going to do the radio thing.
Yeah, but how long are you doing stand-up? Because he's a pro. It's not
No,
like I'm going, go in front of the world.
He's got a business plan.
I just want to, after this show airs, I will go.
He's not you. He has a different point of view.
He likes to use his material.
He has a different point of view.
You won't be happy till we're choking each other in here.
You're not hearing what he's saying.
But I'm looking at your face.
You're not listening to him.
He's
You're
not you.
Listen here.
He's ready to go. What do you mean I'm not
Here's a guy,
fucking him?
He's got his own.
But nobody's
thing.
me. Nobody's you. You know that.
He's him.
Like I said, I want to do the biggest fucking places in the world.
All right, but that's your plan.
All right, so let me ask you this. When I do go on sale now,
Right.
are you going on sale with me?
On sale for what?
I'm going to do 20 fucking cities. What do you think? I want to play clubs where they put you in a little room with a bottle of water like a fucking animal, like a cell, and go, okay. You know these clubs, how they build them?
Right.
The dressing rooms are not as big as the couch.
Yeah, what dressing room?
No, I'm saying they build all these clubs now, and they build them brand new, and they put no thought into the fucking comics.
So what are you
These
saying,
fucking
Artie? Make
club
him the
owners,
offer now.
These cocksuckers.
Right. You're getting sidetracked. What did you say?
I'm not sidetracked.
No. What do you want to say to Artie?
I want him to go on tour with
Are
me.
you going with him or not?
I can't commit to 20 cities with you.
No, but all right. So.
All right, that's it. There's your answer.
Certain markets, like in other words, like I'm doing Philadelphia New Year's Eve by myself, a 3,500 seat theater.
Okay.
It's sold out in a day.
Okay. Well, you know what? I want to sell out the arena in a day.
Okay. Well.
No, so, do you have aspirations of that?
I'm not always. I would love to make that kind of money, but
Exactly.
You are sort of a kind of a comic who can deal
Rock
with an
and roll.
arena.
You're rock and roll.
I haven't always
Rock
wanted
and
to
roll.
maybe like stand up to me in an arena doesn't really.
You are a more intimate kind of a
And
guy.
Dice,
Is that what you're saying?
you have your catchphrases. When you get up there and you go, "Oh!"
All right, but let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. This is something. All right. I don't know. Well,
I love hearing business from you guys.
What I
They're the worst businessmen.
No, this is what it is.
The two worst businessmen in the
No,
planet.
but I'm not a bad businessman because I got a question.
This guy's a millionaire.
When Artie goes into a club, okay?
Yeah.
When Artie plays at a club, 300-400 seats, whatever it is, he makes a lot more money than when he's with me.
Artie wants to ask you a question.
Then when he's with
Artie
me.
wants to
Can I ask my question?
No. Can you help Artie
Yes,
develop
Your
a
Honor.
catchphrase? He wants to know. You've got a million of them. Is there something you could see Artie saying
Give
that would
him
take
something.
the nation? You've had a million catchphrases like, oh,
Hickory dickory
Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
What could Artie say?
No, but I actually want to hear what he's going to say about the money situation, because that is another thing. 'Cause,
All
like,
right,
in
go
other words,
ahead.
obviously New Year's Eve, I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life.
All right.
And
But
for a night.
normally, other than a few theaters, you normally go into clubs, do 7 shows.
No,
He makes-
not anymore. I'm at the point now where I do.
How many shows?
I do
4?
No. I don't do clubs anymore.
You're not doing any clubs?
No, I'm doing all theaters now.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool.
But so my question to you is,
But you
when
talk
you
about
do,
an arena. Would I like to open for you at an arena? Absolutely.
and do you
without
think you'd make
question.
more money than doing a theater by yourself in an arena? Even with me?
Of course I'd make more money
Okay.
in an arena.
That's the aim. That's what I'm trying to build this up into.
But how
We're
do
the
you plan
fucking
on
hardcore comedy crew. We stuff all these
You're-
other
so
things in events.
You're pitching to me a tour with me, you, and a couple other people.
Yeah, Florentine, maybe the little boy Jameson.
I would love to talk about that, but maybe not right now. We got to.
What's the
What are we going to talk about on
When are
the
we
air?
going to hear this?
I mean, there's details.
I'm not saying you got to commit. I'm just telling you the plan. You don't get to Giant Stadium without a fucking plan.
Look, I admit that I don't think I would ever be able to sell out Giant Stadium.
Yeah, but I'll sell it out.
If you think
All right, look.
some tour of us can together, I'd be willing to hear that.
You know,
But-
my agent years ago said, when I called him about Nassau Coliseum, he goes, comics don't do arenas.
Right.
Billy Joel does arenas, man.
that's how
And I said, oh, really? I said, see if somebody, and I got very low money on it. And Ron Delsner said, you know what? We'll give him 90% of the back end.
Well,
okay?
little did
Sold
he
it
know.
out in 2.5 hours.
Beautiful.
I broke the fucking rule.
I love hearing
So when I
stories
talk
like
about Giant Stadium, you
Ralph,
know, I know
what
what
do you
I'm
want to
talking
say?
about.
Go ahead in New Jersey,
Yeah.
Ralph.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, Artie, I'm just wondering, like you're saying that...
he's going to get you mad now.
That's all right. Don't worry.
No,
Because last time he got you a little mad.
I would make that same mistake.
A little bit. I'm just a thought that entered my mind. If you
Another businessman on the phone.
You don't want to do you don't want to do the show with Dice like broadcast because you don't feel the material's ready.
No. I don't want to do. See, Ralph. Here's the thing. And look, look, I don't know. I might have limited talent or whatever.
Oh, stop it!
I put out a DVD that for years I worked on that material, and I felt I was done touring with it. I had made good money touring with it, and I put out a DVD.
All right, what is your
now
point,
I'm
Ralph?
working on new material,
Look
Ralph.
how annoyed you
But
are.
Ralph, I'm working on new material that I don't want to broadcast
that's what
yet.
nobody's considering. Artie wants to use this material up before he puts it out there.
You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars I can make touring with it for a year, and then I'll broadcast it. I'd be happy to do it on Sirius with you.
If you give people a taste of what you do,
am I wrong in
then
that
they're going to want to see the show. Yes, because we can now go out there.
Right.
Look, he's giving me a great opportunity. I'm going on the air regardless of you or anybody.
No,
Believe
I know,
me,
I know,
when I go out there and you're listening, you know what you're going to say? He's still the fucking greatest.
By the way, I have to say this. We're talking about me at the Borgata. What Dice is on top of his fucking game. He was hilarious, and you're going to be great.
But if you weren't,
Howard's given me this opportunity for the last 5 years. I'm on the show.
Wait, I have one other.
What's Ralph's point?
Do you have a manager?
Yes, I do.
Wait a minute.
Talk to your manager with this.
I will.
That's who you got to talk to. Someone you trust.
He doesn't talk to his manager. He doesn't
Dice,
trust him.
how many minutes is
baby girl,
Artie going to
talk to me.
do on this live?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Artie, how much do you have right now?
20 years of comedy. 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I have.
It's going to do 20 minutes.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. I think what Artie's saying is he's got this great new act, and he doesn't want.
I'm not saying it's great either. I don't know what's great.
Fuck up. You cut nose hairs. Why are we talking to him today?
You want to blow your load? Is that it? Like you don't want to
It always comes down to the gay
Ralph,
thing.
is it so hard to understand that maybe I don't want the entire country to hear this material yet until I've toured?
I totally get it.
Okay.
I thought you were saying you were needing to work it out.
No.
What I'm saying is don't do that material.
You guys are very confusing. I'm going to go.
He's saying do your old material.
Yeah, I'm saying do the set like you did at the Borgata. It just killed.
Well, that was newer
Artie,
stuff.
If you didn't kill,
I know, Dice.
I wouldn't have been caught.
Listen,
No matter
I gotta
how.
end this anyway because I'm running out of time.
How much does Artie have now? How big is the act? How much?
I got a headache.
This is what always happens with me. At the end of this, I'm going to say, yeah, broadcast the 20 minutes.
Nothing fucking
I'll
happened.
be dead in a year.
Wait,
anyway.
let me ask you something. And he's
all right. I'm on the air. Announce it. Me and Dice are doing November 4th.
That's what we need. That's what. Take my hand, you fuck.
All right,
Another $1,000.
We're going on the
Another
air.
$1,000.
You threw another 1,000 in?
For not an extra dime of money, I'm broadcasting it on here.
No, I'm doing it. What did I just say? He don't hear nothing.
What did he
I just say?
Sirius, an extra
Wait,
1,000.
Sirius is paying us money?
No, I said another
I didn't hear about
1,000.
that.
You said another
As a
1,000.
bonus.
A bonus. You just gave him $1,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
More than he
I
would
mean,
have gotten.
Benji don't have a fucking brain in his head. If I said, Benji, I'm going to put you in front of the
Have a
world to
fucking
do
brain.
stand-up, would you take the shot?
Artie needs the confidence. Get up there. Artie,
right.
Shut the fuck up.
So, but in other words, you want me to do material for the whole country
Shut the fuck up.
that 5 days later I'm doing at Carnegie Hall.
Now, do what you... I'm sorry. You do what you did at the Borgata.
All right, listen to me. I want to give Dice a plug here.
Oh,
Dice,
my
tomorrow
goodness.
night and Saturday at the Laugh Stop in Houston, Texas. And when are
getting
you
the
going
I'm
to be?
recording an album
And when
there.
is this show with Artie going to be?
When's the big
November
broadcast?
4th.
November 4th.
What's it
and
called?
What is it called? You don't know the name of
It's
your
called
show?
Artie's Last Show.
The Hampton Beach Casino.
And look for Dice's reality show.
It's
Done.
sold out already. It's
We're
sold
going
out
to get
in
out
20
meet.
minutes.
It's sold out like in 20 minutes. This is what I'm saying.
Dice.
The promoter called for 4 more shows.
Listen to
I'm
me.
like, fuck
I
this
get-
shit.
right.
We do the Boston Garden next.
All right.
Yeah,
Listen to me. Listen.
I hear me.
I hear you.
Don't hear me.
I hear you. Look for Dice's.
You guys are crazy.
Look for Dice's reality show, Dice Structured Chaos, next March on VH1. Everyone's excited about Dice, and I whether you're there or whatever happens, I'm
be
listening.
there. I'll be there.
All right, I want to hear it. I'm going to be tuned to my radio when you guys
you
go on.
can't not tune in, right?
He's gonna win over the country. You feel?
I mean, again, I don't know if you'll hear me on the radio, but I'll be out there.
Yeah, you know what? If he changes his mind, it's cool.
All right, good.
You know what I mean? I'm not holding you to
Let's
that.
end it with I may or may not. Okay,
All right,
Okay, that's fine.
It's a mystery.
But I do. You know what? I want you to talk to your manager and then make your
I'll
decision.
sit by the radio
Not
waiting
me.
to hear.
All right, if you don't go on, you have to make out with Blue Iris again.
So I'll have to do 20 minutes more. You made out with Blue Iris?
You don't have to do 20 minutes.
She's got big tits too.
He's got to make out. He's got to make out with Blue Iris for 10 seconds.
So what? It's a chick.
You sure?
It's a chick, I think.
We're getting a blood test. We don't know if it's a chick. We're getting a blood test.
You would make out with her?
Not me. I'm Dice.
That's right. He only plays theaters.
You know what I mean?
Listen, there she is. There's Blue Iris.
Beautiful.
Where?
Beautiful. Right there. Right on the TV screen behind you.
Oh, I don't fucking things.
Yeah.
Right over there.
Back there, Dice. Turn around.
Turn around. Turn
Can
around.
I put my finger in your ass?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Dice, thank you. We'll be back right after this.
How do you think it went in there today?
Did I forget my glasses? No, let me put this down. Crazy, like always, but good. It's going to be a success.
So you think this tour is going to happen with you and Artie? Do you think you're...
Well, the tour, he just, I don't know. I don't know if he'll go on live, but yeah, we'll definitely tour. I mean, he's into doing the shows and everything.
Artie,
You know
what
what
do
I
you
mean?
think
I need a
about
pep
this?
talk from Uncle League. I just said, I don't know if he'll go on live, but he'll definitely tour.
No, it's great. The show's fun to do with Dice, and we're going to do it November 4th, and we'll do some more, too. It'll be great.
What about this, like, 20-city gig? Possibly no?
But I find him to be, I never thought he was funny. I think he's a winner of a radio contest that we let come on the show. He's willing to blow Richard and make phony phone calls. He's nothingness.
Well, then it escalated.
There you go.
I'm just going to play them.
That was before Sal got there.
Wow.
Yeah, you gave it to him good, and then Sal finally came in to defend himself, and then it got even better.
It's so funny how Sal, this is another example of how he wants to be in the comedy community so long. A middler, Sal doesn't know what the fuck a middler is, more than he knows what ammonia is. He's not a comedian. He's not a comedian. He's not. I don't care what. I mean, then that's me being truthful. And, I mean, look, he can have those opinions all he wants about my comedy, but would it hurt me? Like, it would hurt me more if Bob Levy felt that than it did Sal. Because, I mean, if Sal was going to critique my, like, say I became a swindling, dishonest stockbroker, and I wanted to milk people out of money, and I wasn't educated, and I somehow passed the Series 7 test because I paid somebody off, or I cheated, and married a chick way hotter than I should have, and somehow had children with her, and then embarrassed her in life. If I was that guy and he insulted that lifestyle, like he said, you're horrible at swindling people, you're a horrible phony stockbroker, then I'd be upset because that's something he's an expert at. I think Sal is awful. He's not funny. He's not talented on any level. He's a horrible stand-up comic. And the reason Nick DiPaolo, and the reason he got mad at Nick DiPaolo and blew up at him that one time is because Nick looked at him, like, you got to understand, a guy like Nick, he's not as famous as Sal because Sal's on this show. So a guy like Nick, who's a brilliant comic, looks at Sal as like literally like a monkey, like he's a monkey act. Sal is Beetlejuice to Nick. So it just hurts Nick to do a gig with Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? Like I got to do he's a whackbacker. And that's how Nick will always look at him. And quite frankly, that's how I look at him.
Wow, that's rough. You know, like it left the world of funny into rough.
Tough love.
Rough.
Well, the funny train moved out a long time ago.
Funny train.
Wow. Mean train has pulled in.
Let's keep going with it. What the hell? You were on fire. And Sal does come into the argument eventually.
I'm not an angry guy.
This is Richard, his wife.
Oh. I'm not an angry guy. I get annoyed.
Do you even know what that means? Like Gary?
I actually had to have Gary explain what that means.
Well, listen, dude. Listen, just stay clear of me. I don't want to talk to you two anymore. I really don't. Because I don't like you guys either. How's that sound?
I never said I
Fuck
don't
you.
like you.
No, I don't like you or Sal. So from this day on, stay clear of me, and we won't have any trouble. All right? And if you write a song parody about me, I may take my jabs again.
What? I can't say that I get a little annoyed when you rag.
That's not
on
what Jason's saying, and quite
do.
frankly, I believe what Jason's saying.
Well, what did I say then?
Do you want me to go into it?
Go ahead, man. It's out on the table.
He's you know, he first of all, he gets insanely angry, you know, when you guys take a swipe at his comedy, and he'll just go on and on about it. But more vicious than you're getting on the air. You know, who does Artie think he is? You know, he says one thing to your face and then another thing behind your back.
That's true.
You know, but you say it in a very malicious.
No, I have said that because.
And you say it angry.
The instance,
What's angry
and this is, I don't want to go and rehash the whole thing where we argued at your roast, but. You came up to me at that comedy show, the benefit show that we did for Sal's buddy. Right. After my set, you said, "Hey, great job, Richard. You were really nice."
Yeah, okay.
Then
that
you
one
said
night. That one night you did good.
No, but then when you were at your roast, you said I sucked, and that's really the only time you had ever seen me at that time do comedy.
At my roast, we were roasting. It was a roast day. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that was an instance where
the stuff I say during a roast might not be true.
I think that when you took a shot at Richard's comedy, it wasn't during your roast part. It was earlier in the morning when we were talking about it, or earlier in the evening, and you just sort of said offhand, I think Richard's act sucked. He took that very hard. That I know.
Listen, part of show business is being phony. It really is. I got news for you. Everybody in this room thinks that they're going to go on and be the honest people that they think they are. You can't live in show business like that. You have to be dishonest. Does Gary like Gina Gershon? No. But, is Gary dying to hear her album? No. But you have to be phony. You have to, otherwise you will not survive in this business. You will not. So well then.
And when you said to me after that gig, I took it literal when you said I did a good job.
I didn't even see your set, Richard.
Well, then you said, why'd you say good job?
Because I was being phony.
Wow. I mean, it was some wrap-up show. You know, for me, I got to say, you know, as somebody who has a radio show and, you know, the channels are, after all, called Howard 100 and Howard 101, it gives me a good feeling to know after we leave that there's good radio going on. And I didn't even have to be there.
You know, they should rename it the Truth Serum Show, because more people say
crazy crap,
crazy stuff on that show than anywhere else.
Let me tell you something.
Style.
Again, could you imagine if we lived in a world where everybody walked around being dead honest? No one would talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Well, you made a very good point.
You know, it's like, I mean,
let's continue here. Sal gets into the fray finally with you. I guess you kind of sucked him into the conversation.
Yeah, I sucked him. Big mistake.
How much of what you said did you really mean? We said sometimes, like, you get all worked up and you say things maybe you don't mean just because you want to get under the guy's skin, but there's a lot of truth in that. We want to know how much of that was true.
And be honest, Sal.
I'm being honest. I'm always honest. That's my problem.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I said what I had to say, and that's it. And anybody can interpret it any way they like.
Well,
I know how I... What? Shut up, Jason.
So are you saying you stand
it's
behind...
not like looking at a Picasso and interpreting it, dickhead. What you said is pretty clear, and you said it angry.
All right, so take it any way you want to take it.
I'm going to take it as you said it, so never fucking talk to me again.
All right, not a problem.
He's so brilliant. It's like the scripture. You have to interpret
yeah,
it.
he got deep. He got deep there.
I'm going to analyze it.
He wouldn't answer the question.
Well, maybe what he meant was.
Yeah, right. Problem. Good.
I meant a lot of things. I think that Artie is two-faced. I think Artie... You know, one day he's helping you, the next day he's just constantly jabbing at you, consistently throwing you under the bus. And
on the air. I do stuff on the air. We're not all different on the air. It's not a show on the air.
Yeah, it is.
What do you want me to do? Say something kissing your ass every second on the air? I lose my job in 2 seconds.
You're consistent.
I'm trying to say funny things.
All right, well, it's not working.
Why do you care so much what Artie thinks?
Because I admire and respect the guy, and I've always made that clear.
What? So now you're saying something completely different.
Right. How do you admire and respect the guy?
I don't know.
Listen.
Let's
how do you admire and respect the guy?
Sal, you're not smart enough to get out of this right now. You're an idiot, and I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Well, the argument continued. Would you like to hear more?
Yes, this is amazing.
Right. Here we go.
If this show had a budget for writers, you guys would be Wack Packers still.
This show does have a budget for writers.
Oh, yeah? Barely.
See, that's the thing, Artie. You don't know what we write. We're on Lotus Notes every day.
I've seen you guys write the last couple of sketches you wrote that didn't involve a phone call or a reality thing. I mean, my God, they were so embarrassingly bad. Like
Was Porn Star Family Feud good? You said it was great, and it was a great idea.
That was your idea?
I came, yeah.
Sal, a 6-year-old can have an idea like that.
Okay, there it is. There's a rebuttal. So when you challenge
Sal,
me, you
I'm
go
talking
back
about
to
a sketch. I'm talking about a sketch where everybody in the sketch is a character. There's no porn stars who are methods to bail you out when you need something funny.
What sketch were you in?
What are you talking about?
What sketch were you in that was great?
I was a writer on a sketch show for years where you don't have the reality of real people or a real phone call reaction.
And what happened
you guys
to you?
What happened to me? I wasn't fired from the show. I was a cocaine addict. I mean,
hold on, Sal. I got to step in for a second because you said something that's really making me nuts. We did Porn Star Family Feud long before you.
That's an old. The element of old. I know that. I know that. Hold on. It was the idea of old versus new. That's the idea.
I'm talking about a sketch. I'm talking about a full sketch. I want you to bring out every full sketch.
I don't know.
That's what a real writer does. That's what a real writer does. A real writer doesn't fucking make phony phone calls and say cunt when someone answers the phone.
We don't work for Mad TV. We don't do sketch writing. We do audio stuff. We've done audio bits.
You're not writers. You're not a writer.
Are they performers? Like, what do you consider that?
They're whackbackers. They're the same way we have fun with a whackbacker. We have fun with them.
Wow.
What do you? So, Artie, is it real? Was there any detente yesterday? All right.
Stand-up. It's about everything on the show. We're constantly being berated by him. So after a while, it festers in you, and I blew up today.
And I'm not constantly being berated by you through, like, dumb song parodies or bits or stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but to me, that there's a little bit more talent behind that. We're being creative. You're just doing underhand jabs, like my kids die of AIDS, and you're a queer. There's nothing there. I mean, there's no substance.
You're the man who wrote the line, I hope your father falls off a ladder.
You have to make it interesting. If I wrote something lame, it wouldn't be on the air. I mean, you're talking about it now because it's controversial. You have
so
to
what
make
I
it
do doesn't take talent talking on the mic all day?
Of course it does. But I'm saying that we constantly feel that you jab you constantly jab.
Then guess what? I'm not going to stop doing it. So I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't like the two of you.
Fine. I said I blew up, and I blew up. I'm moving on. There's nothing I could do about it.
Well, good. So that's it. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I really don't like you guys. I really don't.
So I guess Lange is out.
I think Richard's bummed out because he.
Fuck him! I don't give a fuck. He's the one who started. He's the one who talks behind my back.
No,
he's the one who says I'm a
Jason
backstabbing jerk off.
but
I agree with Jason. You know you say that shit. I could tell the way you act. So don't ask me for more advice or about I'm not going to tell anyone else at Rescue Me that you're available for a job. And don't talk to me about your goofy acting. God, I would love to see you act doing something in that acting class. It's probably so bad.
You're acting.
But guess what? I passed auditions. I got hired. What leg do you have to stand on?
So you can flap your fat lips on the show and plug it. And it was disgusting to call yourself Artie Lange from Rescue Me on Letterman after all the fucking things Howard did for you. That was awful too.
What do they call you?
Show up. Don't talk to me, Artie.
What do they call you on Letterman?
You're not talking to me.
What do they call you on Letterman?
Don't talk to me.
What do they call you on Letterman, Sal?
They call me Sal Governale. Somebody who works for the Howard Stern Show and is proud of it.
That's not me. Really, Sal, go fuck yourself. I never want to see you again.
Well, lose 200
Stay in your
pounds.
little smelly hole.
It's impossible when you're 300
Stay
pounds.
in your
People in
little
Japan can see you.
fucking hole. Go put on some more makeup.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey now, Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏 here, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, John the Stutterer stopped by and was ranting and raving that Ralph makes more money than him and that no one listens to Ralph's show. Of course, he has no facts to support this, but he rambled on anyway, and it was funny as hell to listen to. Here's how it went.
Kevin was a big part of today's show with Maria. Another big part of today's show was John the Stutterer, who came by And John, hey John, how you doing?
Hi John, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, thanks. You're in the hot seat a little bit there because your anger, I guess, towards Ralph and Tim has sort of taken away your show. And I know you had health concerns and things got crazy with your show, but I'm guessing you missed the airtime. But the first thing that popped in my head, you sound very, very sure about like how Ralph gets paid and all that other stuff. Where did you come up with that? And do you feel like you sort of got that off your chest today and did some good there?
Well, I'm glad that I got it off my chest, obviously, John. Yeah, I have been a fan of the show now for many years. And Ralph, as we all know, is Howard's longtime boyfriend and number one buddy. And I just think that my perception that he gets special preferential treatment is held by many, many fans, and I think that I am the correct. I just know. For example, his stupid show, The Geek Time. Hardly anyone listens to it, but yet it is still on the air.
But John, you state that like it's a fact.
No, but
I know
I'm
that.
A fan. I listen to
it
that.
has hardly any.
And think of the guests he has, the huge guests that he has on that show. People. I mean, and by the way, Ralph is Ralph. We all know what Ralph is, but you can't knock that show.
You can say Ralph sucks because it's your opinion, but to say that nobody's listening to the show, like Tim has a way of knowing Howard was right.
No, Gary.
And believe me, if no one was listening, it would be gone.
No, wrong.
But why do you think you're right?
Gary, Ralph gets paid more than Riley.
But how do you know that?
You still, John, you still haven't said, like, have established, are you just assuming he does?
The interns, his show, listen, the fans that I come in contact with, no one even knows when the show is on. People know when Riley's show is on. They know when the intern show is on. They know when Jackie's show on. When Jackie's show is on, no one knows when Geek Time is on.
Okay, two things.
He does not deserve to get paid more than Jackie.
First of all,
Riley, the interns, the mutt on the Superfan Roundtable.
But you quit over
he does get paid
but
more.
John,
and you all are afraid of Ralph. You all hold Ralph in this. You all hold Ralph in great
hold on a second,
reverence.
I'm gonna get that.
And you all hold his opinion dear.
May I say something?
No one cares about his opinion. He's an ugly 47. He's a 47-year-old, no talent, burry face, big nose, lisping, snaggle-toothed, no talent, low life scumbag.
Okay.
He's
all right, John, give me a chance to talk.
47.
John, I got it.
47-year-old prick. And call in, Ralph, because no one cares what you say. And 99% of the fans agree. And Geek Time sucks.
Well,
no one listens to Geek Time.
All right, hold on. Let me just say one thing.
And I say,
hold on. Wait. Stop.
Who do boycott.
John, let Gary talk. You'll get your chance. Go ahead.
You've heard the fights that Ralph and I have had. Right. They're legendary. Right. So clearly, I am not afraid of Ralph. Other people have fought with him. I don't think anybody's afraid of Ralph. And I don't know that he's held in high esteem.
He is.
We do find him interesting. I like when he calls a wrap-up show, but that's an opinion, not a fact. And your poll of who knows when
the fans
hold on,
and you ask them about
it's a very unscientific poll.
No, it's not.
The people in your little world, like in other words, have you traveled to California? You don't know that everyone. You just know the people that you hang out with don't like Ralph's show. So it's unfair to say you know it for a fact. And I'm telling you, Tim is coming down right now to tell you that Ralph does not get preferential treatment or any more money than anyone else.
Now, John,
I think he does.
John, you got to let
I know what
Tim,
you think,
you
but
gotta
you don't know
Tim,
it.
let Tim talk, and then you can say what you want. 'Cause you said some not so nice things about Tim either today.
I'm shocked. I thought John and I were very close. It really blew me away. I guess we're not vacationing together now.
What did you call him today, John?
No. Well, I called him fat, and I referred to him the way that the great Riley Martin does, as a cheap motherfucker.
Left out the Jew part.
I mean, well, no, I love the Jews, but
I do too.
yeah, but no, I just feel that if I were to do Straight Talk again, that I should be paid equal to what that no talent, ugly old 47-year-old, big nose, berry face.
I'm going to interrupt you. I talk over you. How do you know? How do you know that you're not? How do you know that you're not paid?
There's no way that Ralph is only getting paid $150 a show. He's getting paid more than Riley. He's getting paid more than Mutt. He's getting paid more than Jackie.
Tim, do you want to address this?
I don't comment on anybody's salaries or what they make.
But I know he's getting.
But
you don't know. You're guessing. You feel it, but you don't know it.
We treat everybody here as fairly as humanly possible, and there's not a lot of money
for
here.
Me.
No. There's not a lot of money. You have a great opportunity.
I know that this man here agrees with me.
John,
I know he does, but everyone's afraid of
Nobody's afraid of Ralph.
That ugly 47-year-old prick.
You say Doug Goodstein is afraid?
He goes to clubs. He's a 47-year-old club kid.
But if he goes
He's
to
a
clubs,
prick.
he goes to clubs and he picks up chicks. Does that make you jealous? Is that part of it, or do you not care?
Why are you? See, everyone here
is afraid.
Defends Ralph.
I'm not defending him.
He's a prick.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
He's a prick. He's a prick.
But he's a prick to you.
He's a prick, yeah.
But doesn't make him
he's a prick to 99.9% of all of the fans.
John, why
how
don't
do you know that?
Wait, John, why don't
Ask him.
John?
Get it.
John,
Ask him
John,
right now.
I'm asking you a question. Why don't you think Ralph is calling in to engage? I mean, do you think he doesn't really care about what you think, or do you think he may be afraid of you in some way?
Well, no, he's not afraid. He doesn't care, but
I know why.
But I'm just saying, he's a 47-year-old, no talent asshole who doesn't, and no one listens to Geek Time. No one listens to
No one
him.
listens to those directors and stars and producers he has on that show. All those guys have huge followings of themselves. Of course they do.
The reason Ralph's not here
No one listens to it.
because he went to the club last night and he hasn't woken up yet.
No one listens to it.
Well, John, thank you so much for coming down.
He's an ugly 47-year-old prick, and Ralph, fuck you.
Hi, everybody. It's 𝗪𝗪𝗿𝗍. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discussed my yeast infection and if my penis smells. Richard Christie took a whiff, so he'll have his input there as well. We also talked about my foreskin and how I have foreskin Friday and do great things with my foreskin, like make cannolis out of it and Freddy Krueger and John Travolta. So, lots of good things to talk about. Plus, I give you some good homeopathic advice on how to maintain your penis, keep it clean and fresh and serene. No Vaseline, if you know what I mean. Fuck her in the spleen. Give her a good ream. You make a good tea. Enjoy.
Richard, before Sal comes in here, I want to ask you. You said that you can smell, like you could smell the yeast that grows on him.
And let me make it clear, because he's kind of freaked out by this. His cock doesn't always stink. This was like one time a year or two ago. I want to make it clear, Sal normally has a clean cock. On this one day, I happened to get a whiff.
It was like his cock drank coffee and forgot to brush its teeth.
Exactly, yes.
See, Gary, it sounds like Richard's backpedaling a little bit here from what he said on the air.
You could tell Sal was genuine. He's like, no, but like you could tell Sal was sort of offended by that.
And at first, Richard was like, no, it does. It really does. And then by the end, you were disclaiming like you just did. So,
and I literally just told Sal, we were both in the restroom, and I said, everybody's cock stinks once in a while. You know, it's not at the end of the world.
It's embarrassing to hear on the air for the first time that once in a while my cock stinks in the bathroom. I'm very, very clean. As you know, today he sniffed my penis on the air and it was fine.
But it happens.
It does happen. It's inevitable, especially after a bike ride or a jog or something, or if you don't shower.
Why would you ride a bike and then go pee with Richard?
You wouldn't, but I'm saying just cock smell in general is inevitable in certain cases, but I think he would have told me, like, dude, you cock stink.
I did.
That's not an easy thing to tell somebody.
I did.
He's saying he did.
I did.
Now, today.
No, I said when it happened. We were in the
you said
bathroom
my
together.
pee stunk. Sometimes when I have asparagus, you said my pee stinks.
No, I've talked about
and sometimes your pee stinks, too, and your pee is hot, like a little steam comes off.
So you're lashing out now.
No, I'm not lashing. I'm just surprised that my cock...
How dare you say my pee is hot?
Why does what his pee smells like have to do with why your penis smells?
Well, he said I've said it to him as well. I said, no, not your... When I've said there was a smell in the bathroom, I never implied his penis.
We've talked about your cock cheese before and about how it smells.
Yes, personally, but
I've smelled it. I mentioned it to you.
And I'm not offended, but I'm like kind of hurt that because I'm so clean, I don't want to be in a position where my cock's going to stink spontaneously at any moment because I stay on top of it.
Apparently you don't if you've got yeast growing out of it.
Well, I've had yeast in the past, and yeast is inevitable when you're uncircumcised. Even the cleanest women in the world suffer from yeast infections.
Well, Fred was saying he doesn't get yeast. Right. Some people have a problem.
Everybody's different. You put 10 women in a room, 3 might have yeast infections, 7 might not.
I think clean women might get a women might get a yeast infection because maybe they weren't keeping up.
It's a possibility. When I spoke to my doctor, you're right, Gary. When I spoke to my doctor, he says, because you're uncircumcised, the moisture is inevitable. No matter how much you pat it, clean it, dry it, it's there. So you are more prone to yeast infections, which in the male case, they call it balanitis. And that's what I've had from time to time.
Now, don't you try to cure the moisture by putting toilet paper in your pouch?
I was putting toilet paper in there.
You were wrapping it up, right?
Yeah, it looked like a little white flag.
Yeah, like we'd go to pee.
Like a surrender flag at the...
So the doctor told you that everyone who's uncircumcised has this issue?
Not everyone. It's more common with...
Yeah, the people that don't wash have it.
I wash, Gary. I wash like Richard sniffed my pecker today.
But it's funny. We'll go to pee sometimes, and he'll pull his cock out, and then paper just starts flying out everywhere like it's
how clean
it's Rip Taylor or something.
I gotta tell you, I've seen your penis way more times than I would want to say that I have. And there was something about it today that looked weirder and different.
Really?
When you started pulling on it, I guess I just haven't been that close. And
Yeah. When I always do that thing, like I make like a shiv out of it,
it looks like a Batman wing.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's similar to that. It's like stretching bubble gum.
But he also showed the head of his penis.
Yeah, which I didn't like.
He was self-conscious.
Yeah,
about
because
that.
to me, I think my pouch, my foreskin acts almost like a curtain. Like, I still have something left. It's like when a woman wears nipple tassels. The nipples are covered, but the rest of the breast she's comfortable with. I'm comfortable with my head covered. I still feel like there's a little privacy there.
When you diagnose these problems, I notice you hesitate to go to the doctor. Like, you kind of save that as the last minute. What do? You go on the internet and you search for...
You just go on the
How did you find out about balanitis?
Itchy cock that smells. Google.
Is this a call?
Wait, that's what you did?
Yeah. I write itchy cock with smell. And then you Google it.
That's also what he types in looking for porn movies.
Yeah, I've done it. And then I received a lot of home remedies, which I like to try first. And I got Genetian Violet. I did a whole thing. It was a 2-week process. The first week was Genetian Violet. The second week was tea tree oil, and the third week was garlic oil.
Do you know what tea tree oil is for?
You put it in the bath. You put 2 or 3 drops in a bathtub.
I think it cures lice
and dandruff. They use it for a million.
They use it.
Stinks like shit.
It's hard. I smell like. You ever go into an old house like with a dying dog and a bad furnace, like that sooty, moldy shit? Like it's a smell you can't get out of your nose. It's almost like death. That's what
Whose
tea tree
house
oil.
was
Who
that?
goes into a house with a dying dog and a bad furnace?
I won't say who. Everybody's been in an old house with a dying dog and I think in one of those coal ovens. You know what I'm talking about? It's burnt.
He's been watching Old Yeller too much.
Ever been in a house with a one-legged transgendered male?
Seriously, where are you coming up with that?
I've been around the block.
What was the name of the first thing? What violet?
Genetian violet.
Genetian violet.
Yeah, and
what is that?
It's some sort of natural home remedy, and it's a purple liquid. And I didn't know it stained you. So for the whole week, about a week and a half, my dick was purple, and I had to wash it off. Then I did tea tree oil, which, like Gary says, smells like when I watch The Walking Dead, that's the smell you get from those zombies.
But here's a question I have for you. You go on the internet, you talk to people who aren't doctors,
right,
who have some ideas, or you can go to an actual doctor who knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm thinking, you know what, I'm on the internet, let me take a look, let me try a few things first, and then if they don't work, then I'll go to a doctor.
But these home remedies may be more dangerous than what you actually have.
They may, but, you know, it's the luck of the draw, I guess. I don't know.
Why take the chance? Why not just go to the doctor?
Well, if I do thorough research on these things. I looked into it.
No, you read what people write. That's not thorough research.
But there's a lot of people writing it, and I also go to like WebMD. You could go there. You can ask questions. I like to do it. I like to research. I've learned about this. This is great. I know a lot about homeopathic solutions to yeast infections. Oregano, garlic, the garlic oil, and the oregano as well. That seemed to work. I even put a clove of garlic in my pouch for a little while.
Oh, my God. Did that burn?
It stung a little bit, but the thing is, my wife came into the bedroom tonight. She goes, were you eating garlic nuts today?
No, my dick was.
Yeah, meanwhile, I had a clove of garlic in my dick.
Tim in Toledo, you're on the wrap-up show.
My question for Gary and John, and I guess Benji too, does your wives or girlfriends know as much about your penises as Rich knows about Sal's?
Like, I don't know if my wife could pick mine out of a lineup.
Can we have her come in?
But I know that you two could. If I did a lineup of penises, right, like a glory hole looking thing with like 7, you could pick Richard's, right?
Absolutely.
Richard?
Oh, yeah. I could pick Sal's for sure.
That's not weird or anything, huh?
No, the weird thing is a lot of people on the staff could, too, because you guys have, put it out there quite a bit. But this is the first time you guys have done that in a long time. I was thinking about that today. Early on here at Sirius, that wouldn't have been a rare occurrence. But today it was like, okay, Richard's gonna go smell Sal, and I was like, wow, they haven't done that in a while.
And we're always up for that. Yeah,
I'm always up for it too.
I didn't want him to play a joke and put his penis in my mouth or something.
Yeah, you threatened to bite it.
I was gonna bite it. Yeah, I'll show him.
Even your punishments are gay.
Would you have bitten it?
Lightly, not enough to hurt him, but enough to scare him so he doesn't do it again.
He would have
just enough to make him calm.
He would have gnawed it.
All right, let's go to. I just lost the call I was going to pick up. We'll go to Mike in Jersey. Mike, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, good morning. I just wanted to mention maybe Sal could deal with his odor problem by not letting other guys smell his cock. That is such a weird thing to have a guy get on his knees and get a good whiff of his genitalia.
There is truth to what this guy is saying. I really, I was thinking about it, and ever since I started working here, I've stuffed batteries in my dick. I've stuffed
your idea.
Yeah, no, I'm
M&M's, your idea.
M&M's. I've put in teeth in my cock.
The false teeth are my favorite.
Yeah. I put in fake teeth. I put microphones into my cock. I've put streamers into my dick. And, when you're subjecting your penis to these things are dirty. I put pennies in my cock, nickels, dimes.
You're going to blame your stinky penis on the fact that you've done all these things?
No, I'm not blaming the stink itself, but I shouldn't be subjecting my penis to such dirty things. Your penis, to me, is, your genitals is almost, your dick is as sensitive, if not more, than your tongue.
Why do I have a feeling you were doing these way before you got here? You just discovered when you got here that you could put M&Ms in your dick?
No, I've never put it. The only thing I ever put in my dick was red wine one time. I pulled it up as a cup and I poured wine in it.
And who drank it?
Somebody. That doesn't matter. But the thing is that.
So how did you know you could get M&Ms in your pouch?
I did. Well, again, I put wine in it in the past. I do pull it up. And one day I was hanging out with Richard. I don't know. And I don't know how. Guess what's in my pouch? How it came into fruition. But I stuffed something in there, and we started laughing about it. I think, and that's how it happened. And ever since then, I've been putting things in my cock ever since. But the point that this gentleman is making is that he's right. Like I'm too, I'm freestyling a little bit too much. I'm too open about it. I'm too a little careless.
Do you think that you could cause trauma? Is that what you're thinking?
Not
It's like,
trauma,
like a health
but
thing?
Yeah, it's a health thing. I mean, like you shouldn't put pennies on your dick. You shouldn't. You're not even supposed to, handle loose change without eating, and then eating something without washing your hands. I'm putting it directly on the source.
Actually, you shouldn't have your dick out in front of another guy if you want to work your way all the way back to the beginning.
Right, yeah, and I don't. On the Howard Stern show, it's different, but believe me, I don't walk around with my fucking schlong, swinging around.
Does that ever come up on WebMD? Like, have you put M&Ms in your penis as like one of the symptoms to check
But you probably have the most resilient and toughest dick out there because it's probably immune to all these germs.
It might be.
It's like they say with antibacterial soap, the more you use it, supposedly you're not as immune, but your dick gets in touch with all this stuff, and it probably makes it better.
It handles the grit.
Does this mean the end of Foreskin Friday?
No, Foreskin Friday is a huge, huge hit, and that's going to continue.
Are you going to still ask everybody and who's around for ideas and stuff like that? You should talk about that. How you kind of put
I think
genius
about it,
behind the creation of Foreskin
I generally
Friday.
right now. There's a big dilemma.
It's a think tank.
Yeah, every Monday I come up with ideas, and by Wednesday I throw the ideas to the boys, to Will, Richard.
What kind of ideas? Like what? Remind me of what Foreskin Friday is.
Foreskin Fridays, I do something with my penis every Friday on Twitter because there used to be Titty Tuesday, there's Thong Thursday. So I said, how about Foreskin Friday? How about we celebrate my foreskin? And we do stuff. So,
who's we?
I don't know. I think me and my cock. I look at it as a friend. So I came up with Foreskin Friday, and I like for Cinco de Mayo, I did 𝗵𝗄𝗄𝗿𝗍 Gonzalez, which was my foreskin through Speedy Gonzalez's face, And then I did when John Travolta with all the massage stuff going on, I did Saturday Night Foreskin to Saturday Night Fever. So stuff like that. And then I did
holidays, like a lot of holidays.
And then when I was going to do a Piranha, like my dick looked like Piranha from the movie, and Rich goes, oh, it looks like a grotesque monster. He goes, go for more of a monster theme. And we were talking. He goes, how about foreskin on...
Foreskin Krueger?
Yeah, Foreskin Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Right. And I said, how about Nightmare on Foreskin Street? And
so what's the dilemma?
The dilemma is as these great ideas come into fruition, great ideas also dissipate. And I'm coming to the bottom. You know what I mean? The well is starting to dry out.
Well, you can make it a firecracker for 4th of July.
I've thought of a lot of things.
I got a question for you.
Like I did the cannoli, which was a huge hit.
Thursday is Flag Day. Do you think it's wrong and bad taste to say if you had an American flag and your penis was one of the stars?
No, I would probably get a little flag, like the little ones you stick like into a grapefruit on a cocktail, and I'd take that flag and I'd wrap it around my penis. And
you don't think that would upset some people?
It's a flag.
Has Arbor Day happened yet? You plant a tree in your penis?
No, but the one time I didn't do Foreskin Friday was for Good Friday. I said I'm going to
keep meat.
No, none whatsoever.
You drew the line there.
Yeah, I said I'm keeping the good and Good Friday, and I
put a little fish.
I didn't show.
You should have put a pizza on it. That's what everybody orders on Good Friday. That's Catholic.
Steve, what do you want to say?
Yeah, Gary. The best is though on like Thursday, you'll be sitting there working, and you get a tap on your shoulder, and it's Sal, and in his serious voice, he does the, hey, I'm working on something. I'd just like to get your thoughts on it if you could. This one is, what was the Kiss one?
Oh, that was Gene Fitzsimmons.
What do you think of Gene Fitzsimmons? And then his cock on his phone is in your face. And
instead of Gene's tongue hanging out, it was my dick hanging out. So it was Gene Foreskin.
Where's sounding
That was a
board
big
for
hit.
that?
That was over, I think, close to 100 retweets. I average anywhere from 45 to 150 retweets on Foreskin Friday.
Do you think it's people joking around, or you think there's a lot of gay dudes retweeting it to other gay dudes?
A lot of guys are joking around. A lot of people are repulsed but love it. A lot of people show it to family members and get them sick. And a lot of people are offended, and there are gay people, too.
Do you think there's anything gay about Foreskin Friday?
No, not at all.
If you knew a gay guy was jerking off to your picture, would that bother you?
No. But I don't want to see it. There are guys who now follow the. I hash marked Foreskin Friday, and I saw other foreskins. Oof! I will never do that again. So I do apologize to anybody else, but at least I'm trying to make it.
What was wrong with the other foreskin?
Why is yours?
Wow.
Why is yours interesting and the other ones are gross?
It's like smelling your own shit. Yours smells fine, but Richard's might smell awful. It's just one of those things.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the blossoming film career of 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 and how other people have taken on film roles while still being on the show. Does it bother Howard? Is Howard supportive? Is he jealous? Which I don't think he is. And it turned into a conversation where Ronnie explained his motivation for his new role and how it's just another step in the ascent of the stardom of 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Now joining us on the program is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. Ronnie, we've confirmed that you will be appearing, or at least acting in this film on Monday, I guess, a Stamos film. And Howard doesn't seem thrilled with everyone going out and doing movies. Were you worried about doing this role?
No, I had talked to him about it.
Do you have any idea how many lines you have?
No, I'm supposed to get them today.
But do you think it's a big part, or do you think it's a small part?
I think it's probably small. According to what I just got an email from them. Actually, they heard the show this morning. I guess they were saying that a Stamos film is not a junk film, basically, and don't compare it to Sal and Richard's movie, that kind of stuff.
Well, I think they're working on a whole other level.
Basically, it says I'm playing myself, whatever that means.
But you're not 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. You're an angry guy at a strip club. Or are you 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄? Like we'll say in the.
Well, I don't know if my name is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, as the part, but I'm playing myself as probably like a host or something.
So how do you plan to approach like the character? Like,
how do you see yourself?
How are you going to prepare?
The usual, carrying on like a lunatic on stage. That's what I'm seeing.
Is there anything special you're going to do to get ready for it? Because you doing it just going out with the guys is one thing, but being filmed, I mean, that's a different ballgame.
Well, I think if I try too hard to think about it, it's not going to work for me.
Would you consider getting crazy drunk?
No, maybe a drink or two, maybe.
Are you
but
a good
not
actor?
Crazy drunk.
You act?
What do you care?
Well, I mean,
what did you come in here to bust my balls?
You're going to be in a movie.
Oh, he's already here.
You're going to be in a movie, so I figure you must have some kind of acting experience.
It's supposed to be a crazy type movie. It's a comedy, asswipe, and basically it's supposed to be about a guy who's taking guys out to teach them how to be single, I think, or some shit like that. Almost like a hangover type thing.
I bet it's nothing like Hangover type.
No, I just got off the phone with the producer, if I can interject.
Well,
and they
thanks
said,
for interrupting.
Go ahead, John Lieberman.
First of all, Ronnie says he's going to memorize his lines on the toilet.
Yeah, that's where I do my best thinking. That's where I write my poetry.
Shit goes in, shit comes out.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But the producers heard what Howard said this morning and were a little disappointed because this is a multi-million-dollar movie. Ronnie's scene is one scene. Benji and Elisa are not in it. They wanted to clarify. They're not sure how that all got started. But they definitely wanted to clarify that the producers are big fans of the show. Obviously, Stamos is too. But they pushed Stamos to put Ronnie in it because they said there's no better person for this character than Ronnie. It's a guy who is a patron in the strip bar strip club getting up and yelling things and telling girls to show their breasts and all that. So they said Ronnie was perfect for the role, but Stamos didn't want it to appear that he was trying to use the Stern show. So it was actually the producers who pushed Stamos and said, get Ronnie, he's perfect for this scene.
So I would almost argue that the role was modeled after you and not the other way around, Ronnie. Like maybe they heard you on the show and said, hey, we need a guy like that.
Maybe.
And they're literally getting you to do it.
Well, Stamos knows my routine. I've hung out with Stamos in the club. So
you're just going to recreate what you did with Stamos previously, basically?
I'll just recreate whatever I do whenever I go.
Will you stick to the script that they give you, or will you feel like room to ad-lib a little bit?
Well, I'll talk it over with them, see what they think.
They said they're going to get Ronnie's input today. They want to see what he's most comfortable saying, although we all know. But
Are you excited for the role?
Yeah, it's cool. I think it'll be cool.
Do you see the potential to break out Let's Fuck Some Whores?
Nah.
You don't think it's right for this?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. You never know.
What if they water it down for PG and it's Let's Bang Some Whores?
No, I don't think this movie is a PG movie. I really don't.
Have you been thinking about other like catchphrases you may want to throw in there, or you just again gonna go with whatever they give you?
Well, whoa, stop the clock might come in there. You never know. Who knows?
Good one.
You know? You never know.
And Gary, you said there's sort of a bigger picture thing going on with, I guess, everyone working on outside projects, and maybe this falls into that.
Yeah, I just think that what Howard hears is like somebody's doing this movie, somebody's doing that movie, somebody's doing a show on the web, somebody's doing a block party, somebody's doing an eat and greet, and it all becomes one thing to him.
Richard, you've done a bunch of films, actually. Howard talked about that today, and made a joke how like you wouldn't turn down any role you were offered.
He was in a big film, though. He was in a legitimately big film.
Yeah, the White Castle film.
Well, Harold and Kumar escaped from Guantanamo Bay.
It's always weird when I'm sitting at home and that pops up on HBO and I just see Richard walking by in a KKK hat.
And there's another movie I was in that's been on Showtime a lot in the last month or two called Albino Farm. And,
yes.
you know, a lot of horror
I've seen that
fans.
at least 100 times.
Are you sort of the go-to albino kind of guy?
Well, now that Edgar Winter's very sick, they get Richard.
But when you hear this movie's out and Bigfoot's doing it, and I guess this is the movie Sal got his teeth done for, we found out today, and you're in it as well. Do you think twice about doing it, or are you just like, you know what, sounds cool, it's during off time for the show, so I'll give it a shot?
You know what, this is, there's a huge crew on this movie. It's got a decent budget from what I've heard, and they made me a really good offer, and I'm happy to do it. So, yeah, I mean, if I had to go to, you know, like Arizona to be paid $5 for a movie, I wouldn't do it. I want to make sure it's something legitimate, and it's definitely a legitimate movie.
Gary, do you blame Ronnie, Richard, Benji, if he gets that role, whatever, for taking these roles outside of the show and being in these films?
No, it depends on what the roles are. You know, I think there's a big difference between being Benji from the Howard Stern Show or being the weird guy on the corner. Do you know what I mean? I guess you'd have to take it part by part and figure it out.
I actually got to be in a movie that Maria Menounos' boyfriend, Kevin, directed that's going to be coming out soon, too, called Serial Buddies.
How many films have you been in?
I don't know. You know, my film career started with Jodie Foster's Contact.
Is that true?
Yeah, but I was one of the people running away from the explosion and when one of these spaceships blows up or something. And then I got to be in Tom Hanks's From the Earth to the Moon. I was hippie smoking in laundromat parking lot.
You know, I have to say, in the history of the show, probably the greatest role that anybody on the show has ever gotten ended up on the cutting room floor, but I saw it because Cameron Crowe sent it to me. 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏𝗏 had a scene with Tom Cruise in Jerry Maguire. I remember Cameron Crowe called me, said, I want him. They flew him out, and I saw the scene. He was supposed to be a wacko fan, but I wish if they could do the DVD extras just to see 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏𝗏 acting with Tom Cruise is worth the price.
I went to see that movie to see Kenneth Keith because I remember you guys talked about it on the air, and I was like, where in the hell was he?
Derek in Massachusetts, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, you guys will know this more than I will, but Howard seems to be pretty jealous, and guys like Ronnie and even Stuttering John when he got his part. If he doesn't have anything to do with getting them those roles, he seems to be angry and not just the roles, but the job for John. He seems to like take it as an angry. Like he'll get Eric a job, Eric the Midget or Eric the actor, and he'll help those guys. And that's all fine and dandy because he's part of it. But when these guys do these things, he just seems to be jealous and angry of these guys in this situation. I hope Ronnie's movie's a success. I'll go see it just because he's in it.
Derek, I could tell you, just because I talk to Howard a lot, it absolutely 100% is not jealousy. That's not what it is. I know there was we had an incident one time where Wings, the show Wings, called Howard and asked Howard to be on the show. Howard said, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just, I'm protecting my brand. I'm not going to be on Wings. So unbeknownst to Howard, they turned around and they just called Stuttering John. And Stuttering John took the part. Now, whether John knew Howard had been offered or not, I don't think that was the case. But I know that when it came out, Howard was pissed. And his feeling was like, well, if I'm not going to do this, if I'm not going to put all this stuff out there, if I'm not going to sort of take every bit, but everybody around me does, in a sense, he feels that's tarnishing the brand. But that is probably more the explanation. Jealousy has zero to do with it.
Ronnie, have you ever sensed any jealousy coming from Howard?
Come on. Are you kidding me? How can he be jealous of me? Are you kidding me?
That's a great point.
It is a great point.
No, I just said that. It's a great point.
Yeah, it is a great point. I just feel I always run things by him before I do anything.
Has he ever told you no? Because I think running things by him could be difficult because he doesn't want to be the bad guy.
I could tell when he'll give me like an answer, like he doesn't think it's a great idea, but if you want to do it,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't do it, but if you want to do it, that's fine.
Right? And he didn't say anything about this. He did. With 𝗦𝗵cie calling me, he thought, it was kind of strange. I thought it was, dude. Like I said, I got the text message from John Friday night at 1:00 in the morning. So
Ronnie came to me and he said, "Is this 𝗦𝗵cie's number or somebody pranking me?"
I knew it was his number, but I thought maybe somebody got his phone because I know twice already he's lost his phone, and he has to get a new phone and change his number and everything. But I thought for sure this was something kind of scam. So, and he also had asked me for Robin's address because he wanted to send us something, and I wouldn't give it to him until I talked to Robin, and I wanted to make sure it was him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I just wouldn't give it out Robin's address to anybody. If we thought somebody lost his phone or whatever. But then when they started calling me about all this, I knew it was legit.
How do you approach Howard about it?
I go to him and I just talk to him.
But is it like
I'm not afraid to talk to him.
Are you driving at the time, or do you sit?
No, usually if we're walking up in the morning in the elevator or whatever, I'll talk to him in the car. We both, I have no problem talking to him. It's 27 years, man. It's a long time. You don't hold anything back. You should know that, Gary.
I hold plenty back.
Jim in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Ronnie, if you got offered a big movie role with a pretty good payday, but you had to quit Howard, would you do that?
No, I've said that a million times. I wouldn't. He comes first no matter what. And I work all my schedules around anything that I do. I work around him where I'm there for him first, and then like with America's Got Talent, we had block party shows that I didn't attend because, I had to be with him in Los Angeles or San Francisco. So, he comes first no matter what. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am. So.
Unless there's a guy that's going to suck your cock for $1 million. For that, you said you would ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, well, I'd have to, man. How could I ever face the fucking people around here ever again?
How do you juggle your schedule, Ronnie, now with the film roles, with Howard, AGT, the block parties? You're a busy guy.
Yeah, well, it seems to work out where it's, it's on off days from the show, which is okay.
But let's go to the Henry Hill page. So, first of all, you should know, I'm listening to 1010 Wins this morning. They must be reading right off of TMZ, because they said Henry Hill did this, he did that. They go, in later years, he redeemed himself, and even was a frequent guest on the Howard Stern show. That's what they say on TMZ. Or, on 1010 Wins.
They said in the first.
But how is that a reform?
Well, I think he reformed and he appeared on the show. I think they're mutually exclusive.
Right.
Let me just mention, of course, that frequent guest of the Howard Stern show, Henry Hill, has died.
I didn't see that yet.
Henry was 69 years old. And as you know, Henry Hill was a mobster. He was the guy they based the movie Goodfellas on.
Yeah, in fact, I just watched Goodfellas again after having not seen it for a long time.
Right.
Such a good movie.
I loved having Henry on the show, and I loved hearing his mob stories, but Henry was a despicable guy. I mean, he has killed people. He took a shortcut in life. He
didn't want the straight and narrow.
No.
Didn't like it at all.
Yeah. And it's so weird. We got so many different Henrys, like... I'm remembering times when, like, Henry would be really drunk, but then the performance or the call before that would be, I quit drinking for 7 months. And, there was no substance to the guy. You never really realized he was a pathological liar. He would just go, I don't drink anymore. I haven't had a drink in 7 months. And then next thing you know, he's in jail for drunk something
right,
or
drunk
other.
And reckless or whatever.
Yeah. And he was always trying these businesses out, like I remember one time he came in and he had paintings that he was selling.
I think I have one of those.
Yeah, awful, awful paintings. And he'd go, why are you making fun of my paintings, Howard?
Yeah, it was just like giving a monkey a brush.
Yeah, and then he had a spaghetti sauce business, which to me was so disgusting because just associating Henry with spaghetti sauce, because spaghetti sauce looks like blood, and Henry has shed the blood of people, and he was just out of his fucking mind. I remember years ago, this was 1996, Henry Hill was on the phone, and Rob and I said to him, Henry, you think you're going to hell? And he, now that he's dead, I'm sure he's got to be in hell, but
if there is one.
And
they must have made it for him.
Of course, and he was convinced he would not go to hell. Let me ask you, do you think you're going to hell when you die?
Nope, I don't think so, Howard.
Really?
How did you redeem yourself?
now, describe to me how you're not going to hell.
I've changed my life, Howard.
Oh, man.
Howard,
and you no longer have to pay for anything you did?
What about all the people you messed up?
Well, I've straightened my life out, Howard. 15 years. It was 15 years ago this month.
Doesn't count.
Come on,
that stuff you can't erase. It doesn't go off the ledger book.
That's why you're drinking. You're filled with guilt. You're racked with guilt, I guess.
I don't drink anymore.
Really?
7 months, Howard.
He doesn't drink anymore.
Yeah, but it was months he would go.
Yeah, he doesn't drink anymore, but then he'd show up and then he'd be like,
Ma'am, I want to come a macchiato, please. Why look at me in that sun, please?
You were doing so well after the Howard Stern show. What happened?
I want to come a macchiato. Why you that?
That was one of my favorite bits. Not a bit, it's real life.
It wasn't a bit.
But what was so great about it was Lisa G. We were pretty new here at Sirius. She goes downstairs and she is trying to interview Henry Hill, and he's out front and he's laying in a planter, like vomiting on himself. And he keeps screaming over and over again, and it's hard to understand. He's saying there, I want a caramel macchiato from Starbucks.
Right.
And somehow, I guess Lisa wanted to hear a very drunk Henry Hill coming on to her. She goes, I'm disgusted with you. This man just said that he wanted to come on my shoulder.
Yeah, she considered it sexual harassment.
Right, and she said, Henry Hill said he wanted to come on my face. And I said, Lisa, he's saying he wants a caramel macchiato. It was so great, and Lisa was like, oh, I don't know how I heard that.
Ma'am, I want to come a macchiato, please. Why look at me in that sun, please?
You were doing so well after the Howard Stern show. What happened?
I want to come a macchiato.
Lisa's never been a war correspondent. This is the closest she's come.
This is the front
line.
This is the front line, and it really is.
You going home?
Miss Sam?
So that was a funny moment. And
I remember that one time we went out to Vegas and Henry came out there and he sort of like stalked us.
Yeah, he wanted to get on the air and he was mad that we weren't putting him on as much. But, I mean, how much Henry could you take?
Yeah, but he would go to the same restaurants we were having dinner in, and then he'd get a table and he would just stare. Yeah,
and I would say to Henry, Henry, I do a radio show. Like, there's no other show in America putting you on. I'm the only one putting you on. So give me a break. It's not like I haven't done anything for you.
That laugh.
Henry, carrying on with this theme, I was like, hey, Henry, when you die, you're going to hell. And he, one time, I don't know, he was wasted, and I guess he was talking about some of the people he killed. Do you think you drink to forget all the people you killed?
I got a trail of bodies. I'm going to give you a trail from Rockville Center Links. You got.
Yeah, I know where Rockville Center Links is. You buried a body there?
Yeah, 2 of them.
2 of them? Have you ever? He's laughing.
That laugh.
He buried 2 bodies on the Rockville Center Links golf course. Have you ever?
And then we're gonna start east, I guess. Wait, to Canarsie.
Wait, Henry. You're saying you killed?
There are bodies.
You killed 2 people and buried them on the Rockville Center Links. Where?
Yes.
Where in the Rockville Center Links? What?
What? The 4th hole. 4.
The 4th hole? What is this?
The 4th hole?
What are you saying? The 4th hole? Henry.
What?
This is why Ray Liotta is such a great actor. He had that laugh down in that movie.
Down perfectly. Even in the movie, when you're watching it, Henry never admits to doing anything besides robbing and stealing and burying the bodies after other people shot them or killed them.
Right.
But, he's certainly willing to hang out with murderers.
Yeah. 4th hole?
The 4th hole.
No, come on, be honest with me. Tell me where.
Under the green. I swear to you.
Under the green?
Who were the 2 bodies?
They were stockbrokers.
Stockbrokers. They must have screwed him over in some deal.
Right. They gave him money and they didn't make money for them, then they killed them.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many Henry moments from our show, I don't even know where to begin. And the other weird thing is, too, this is a guy who betrayed the mob. And there were so many questions like, Henry decided to come out of witness protection. He decided that he was just going to live his life. And he didn't care that there were mobsters who were supposedly looking for him. He was like, fuck it, I'm living my life. I don't want to be in hiding anymore. And so, when you were with him, like Gary describes one time, he was standing next to Henry at some appearance. Henry showed up, and he's like, Henry, I don't want to stand near you. If this is the day the mob decides to get vengeance.
It was also 1994.
Right, yeah, you didn't know. And you still didn't know. And, you just wonder, who are like John Hein was saying to me, who are the people who decide to kill Henry, and who are the people who decided they didn't care about Henry anymore,
Well, I think everybody was either in jail or dead.
Yeah, but
at a certain point.
But there's always still a mob. I'm sure there's a mob now. But
no, they had really busted it up, and a whole new organization had to spring up, and they had no real ties to Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole era that Henry was in was kind of taken apart.
So Henry, you think you're done for the day, or are you going to come back up?
Yeah, I think this was when Henry was kicked out of Del Fresco's. He tried to get in there and hang out at the restaurant, and I think they kicked him out of the place.
You know me. You know me.
And?
I pay my fucking way. No, these are cold.
Have you ever been that drunk in your life?
Never.
Yeah. I think one time I was, but I was unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stay awake and talk.
Henry could.
They must. Well, I imagine they are. Here, Henry, zip up your coat.
No.
Zip up your coat. Henry.
Fuck Ollie!
Come on, Harry, zip up your coat. Come on.
And the other thing is, somehow Henry still got women.
Yeah, isn't that insulting to women? I mean, like Henry, like in that condition, had a woman taking care of him like a mommy. It was amazing. He had women.
We don't have a wife, remember? Who would have you? Here. Zip up your coat, Henry. You're going to freeze.
It's cold as hell out, Henry.
Here, hold this a second.
Oh, there's Paulie. Now, Paulie used to call in all the time and fight with Henry.
Right.
Paulie, you had some of the most legendary phone calls.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I mean,
it was good radio.
This is a good day for you.
Yeah, this is. Are you happy Henry's gone, or are you going to miss him in some weird way? You were kind of linked to him.
No, when I saw it online last night, it kind of put a smile on my face.
Isn't it amazing to you that the mob never actually kept their promise of killing him? Like they once he came out of the hiding, that they never went after him?
No, not really, because Robin was right on with what she said. You know, everything broke up. It just wasn't the same as it was back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. After he did his ratting on everybody, everything just seemed to disband, and everybody kind of went their own way. Sure, there was still a mob, but wasn't as strong as it was. So Robin was right on.
Paulie, why did you hate Henry so much? What was the thought there? Because he was a rat, right?
Well, first and foremost, yes. Being a rat and a stool pigeon and a mutt, Henry never, ever killed anybody. Henry was a delivery boy. He was a gopher. Tommy would say, go pick up our food down at Don Pep on Liberty Avenue by the racetrack, and you know that's what he would do.
But Paulie, you would think that. So, in other words, when he wrote the book, or somebody wrote that book, and they based it on his life, you feel he embellished on the truth and made himself to be a bigger player in the mob than he really was.
Absolutely. I mean, they glamorized Henry in that movie tremendously, but yeah, that's exactly it. They. Yeah,
I mean, Henry, do you think Henry lied when he said he was in on the Lufthansa heist?
What, physically on it?
Like, do you think he was actually a part of the heist?
In the background, sure, maybe.
Right.
You know, he could have been. He could have made a couple of bucks on it, but not to actually physically go to the airport and steal the money. No, he was just around, and with you being around, you had some perks. And Tommy had money, and Jimmy had money, and you know, so if you're around the money, they're going to spread the wealth.
Right. So he was a guy who really was immortalized in that movie Goodfellas, and made it seem like he was one of the big players, even though he wasn't full Italian. You know, he would have been a big mob guy. Yeah, made man. He makes it seem that way. Yeah. So is there anything positive you have to say about Henry Hill's death? I mean, is there anything that you want to say about the man that you liked?
Let me think for a second. No.
All right, Paulie. There you go. Paulie, who called in every time Henry was on. Paulie was on.
Yes.
And Henry would go, hang up on this guy. Hang up on him.
Legendary fights.
Because he was afraid to hear the truth, and he knew I was the only one, and I think I'm the only one left who knew that crew, who hung out with that crew, who knew Tommy and Stax and Henry and the whole mishpucha, you know.
You wanted to fight him. I remember that.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought we were going to put together a nice fight where I could just punch him right in his face.
Yeah, Henry was up for
a couple of rounds.
Henry would say to me, "Okay, I'll do it," and I think he was sincere. He said he would fight you, but I was afraid.
He never showed up. When I came to the studio, he was supposed to be there that time that I was interviewed, and it was just me in the studio alone, and it was a great time. It was a pleasure meeting everybody, but he just never showed, and I couldn't make it to Vegas that time. He was there, so you know, I don't miss Henry. If somebody wants to hear something and get a good book out of something. I got a ton of stories and a ton of anecdotes that
All right, Paulie.
I would share.
All right, thanks for calling in.
Not because Henry's gone, but congratulations on your AGT and Robin, feel better, and
Thank
good
you.
luck to everybody.
All right, Paulie. Later.
Thanks,
That's Paulie, who was Henry's arch nemesis. And it was really good stuff, so.
Gary.
Yes.
May I talk to you about eulogizing Henry Hill this morning?
Yeah.
I heard you mention the Howard, or I actually heard Howard say, and you guys go back and forth about how difficult it is to be respectful of a guest who's such a despicable person.
Well, I mean, he probably was involved in the murders of people. That's something that you can never dismiss.
Right.
We put him on our show a lot, and he seemed to be remorseful about it. He was a very tortured soul. But yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, usually, even if you're full of shit, when you're eulogizing somebody, you could start with, he was a good guy.
Right.
But it's hard to say that about. I didn't know Henry well enough. I can't say Henry was a good guy because I met him after he did a bunch of stuff that was really bad. The guy I knew later on in life wasn't even that good a guy. He was a nice guy, but he could get drunk and belligerent and all that stuff. So he was an interesting guy. When he was sober, he was a great guy. There's something nice I could say about him. When Henry was sober, he was a pretty nice guy. There's guests that I personally don't like, and I'm not going to tell you who they are, but there's guests that I personally don't like that I book on the show. But I got to do what's best for the show.
And it'll keep coming and coming.
That's right.
Just like the prep never stops for this show.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. What's the deal? Like, do him and Kimmel know or like each other, or is it just?
Yeah, are they rivals?
Well, I'm wondering because I know Jimmy hates Lano, and I know he loves Letterman. But
where does he stand on?
But I'd also like to know what Jimmy's take is. You should. Craig Ferguson. Do you like Craig Ferguson? Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing for me. Some of these late night guys like each other, even though they compete against each other.
I know he's good friends with Conan. That's an interesting thing. Who are you good friends with? Who do you hate? Who do you?
And why?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I wonder if they ever talk to each other. Like, has he ever called another talk show host for advice?
Yeah, he called Leno.
I called you too, right?
He called me for advice. Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon will be in here pretty soon. I'm anxious to talk to him. I saw a thing on the internet that was so good. I got to talk to him about it. They have, I don't know how you find the link. Maybe howardstern.com can put it up there. They're pretty good about that. But it's a link to his Saturday Night Live audition. When Jimmy Fallon, when anyone gets hired for Saturday Night Live, you have to audition in a room for. It's almost like America's Got Talent in Vegas. There's just like 5 or 6 people in the room.
And no audience.
No audience, and supposedly you never get any laughs, but you'll see on Jimmy's he does. It was Lorne Michaels laughing, but his audition was so incredible. What he did was, he did about 10 impressions or 15 impressions. But what he did that I loved is he kept them real, real short, and so you never got bored.
Mm-hmm.
And then he picked up his guitar and started doing some singing impressions. But again, just like little it almost looked like he was just ad-libbing them. It was a very relaxed audition. And as I'm watching it about the first or second song, and I go, no wonder this guy got the job. I mean, his audition, if you ever want to see a tape on how to audition for Saturday Night Live, there can't be a better audition tape than this. Now, I don't know how that stuff gets out there, if NBC put it out or what, but it is fantastic.
Maybe they're trying to show. Maybe they've been getting a lot of bad auditions, and they thought maybe we better show a good
Maybe, I don't know, but man, it was just incredible. And maybe I sensed a little bit of nervousness on his part in the beginning, but not really. I mean, he just seemed real confident for a young guy.
Well, that's part of the trick of stand-up.
Yeah.
You gotta be confident.
Hey, Jimmy, is Jimmy here? I wonder if Jimmy would want to say hi to David Letterman.
Do they speak? Are they friends?
Should we try that? I'll try that for a second. See how that goes. Jimmy Fallon is the host of Late Night. Is that his? What's the name of your show, Jimmy? Is it Late Night? What is the name of Jimmy's show?
It is Late Night.
Late Night, right? Yeah.
It's Late Night. Hey, everybody.
Hey, man.
With all these shows, you could get confused.
Real quick, do you want to say hi to David Letterman?
No.
No? You didn't hear him? You don't want to say hi to Dave?
Yeah, I can say hi to Dave.
Dave, are you there?
Yeah, Jimmy, good morning.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Dave is in Chicago. He just was on our show. I thought because you're both late night hosts, you'd want to...
Nice to be talking to one of the twins again.
The twins?
The twins.
Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Sure, I call them the twins.
Yeah, what? You do. That's right.
I do.
Does he?
The twins, sure.
Yeah. Dave, just real quick, because Jimmy's here. He's got limited time. I just wanted to give you a chance to say, are you friends with Dave, or are you an enemy of his because you're with the Jay Leno camp and you're on NBC?
No. I mean, if anything, we're friends. Yeah.
You're friends.
Yeah. I've been on the show a bunch of times.
Jimmy says you're his friend.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I appreciate that.
Anything you want to say to Jimmy?
Well, I was going to say, first of all, Howard, I just, something I forgot to mention before, I love that sound buzzard on AGT.
No, but I mean to Jimmy, not AGT.
Oh.
No, okay, all right.
Well, just a reminder, I just want to say that to Jimmy that Jay Leno is still a big chin douchebag. I'd love to, buy him a hoodie and have him troll around George Zimmerman's neighborhood.
Well, all right. Listen, you're obviously better. All right. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. That's David Letterman.
David Letterman.
David Letterman, the real David Letterman.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Why would he say that? That's so, it's
you know
topical.
what it is? He's so much looser on our show than his own show.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
amazing.
it's satellite that just loosens him right up.
I was telling everyone, now who put out your audition for Saturday Night Live? Do you put that out? Or, I mean, you obviously didn't have it. Who put that out on the internet?
It's weird because that was out. It was out on they put out like a DVD, like a best of DVD thing, which they do for some of the cast members.
And I'm sure you didn't object because, to me, it's almost like a primer, or is it a primer? But it's almost like a lesson in how to audition for Saturday Night Live. It's about 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's this quick 8 minutes. What you did effectively that I thought was so tremendous, you quickly ran through your impressions. You didn't allow them to get bored.
Yeah, I did, because you know what happened is I had the stand-up act, and it wasn't working. It wasn't funny, and I was telling people kind of who I was doing before I did the impression.
Right.
Like the old way to do impressions, you go like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, here's James Cagney.
Right.
You dirty rat, and then you do the impression. So this one I go, I'm not going to tell you who I'm doing.
That's what I loved. You never once said, here's who it is, and either you got it or you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, clearly I'm doing Bill Cosby.
Do you remember, have you gone back and watched that audition?
I just saw the outfit I was wearing on a clip, like on the web. I'm like, oh, because I didn't know what people...
I thought you looked really handsome. First of all, you seemed more chiseled. You were younger, kind of... You were very thin.
Wasn't as doughy.
You weren't as doughy. Joey? What happened? I mean,
he got comfortable. He got rich.
Did you get married? Is that what happened? And you just got doughy?
Before I got married, I just got doughy. I don't know what happened. I just got... but maybe that'll just keep me younger looking.
It's funny you say that because, I see a guy auditioning and you look like one of these ripped kind of, almost like a model type physique. And you have gained a few. I mean, you're not fat by any means. But.
No. I was never in shape, but I was skinny. I was like, like if I wanted to have the body I looked up to, it would be Mick Jagger's.
Right.
It wouldn't be.
Me too.
I don't want a giant. I don't want big muscles. I don't want Jersey Shore. I don't want 𝗲𝗄𝗿𝗍.
Right. I look at Mick Jagger and I go, boy, I'd like to be that thin.
That's the
dude. It seems that's the one physique you can keep up because look at all those big muscle guys now.
I cannot
They're
lose
all
weight.
Saggy.
I used to be. Yeah, right. He actually looks pretty good. I used to be able to lose weight like that.
Yeah.
I just have. I'm starving myself because I bought all these new clothes for America's Got Talent and they're going live and I can't lose a pound and I'm telling you I'm not eating anything.
But that's the way to do it. But are you working out?
Yeah, I go running. Yesterday I was so fucking tired and I go to Central Park. I'm running around like a lunatic.
No, it's the dumbest thing. I'm downloading apps to make me run. And I go, this is the dumbest thing. I can't believe I'm downloading an app that says go run.
But do you run? I mean, do you actually
I have
do
the
it?
app.
You have an app.
Yeah, I have an app that says run.
Only the app could exercise for you.
Should you start running, then you would have the app and you'd be all prepared. And I guess you would log all your mileage and all that kind of thing.
I had a treadmill. I bought a treadmill, which is a big mistake.
Right.
Because you never use it. It's the dumbest investment I ever had.
It becomes a hanger for clothes.
It's very expensive.
At one point I had that and I had a rowing machine because I heard rowing machine you get a lot of...
Rowing is supposed to be great.
So rowing machines both had dust on them. I would go in, I'd put on your show, and I'd listen to your show and try to row like I'm in a rowing team in Poet Society at Harvard. This is the dumbest thing.
30-something years ago when I started this show, I always pictured a guy in his car listening to it, never on his rowing machine.
Oh, it was so lame. It's so. I wish. I'm telling you now because I don't do it anymore. But at one point, I had gloves, so I can grip. I can grip the rowing machine.
Right.
And it was just so dumb and a waste. But then I had a treadmill, and I ran on the treadmill, and maybe I'm just, maybe it's because I'm just so doughy. I made a lot of noise, and the neighbor comes up and knocks on my door, which I don't want. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Right. So you kept the machines in your apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And I imagine it just wreaked havoc because those things are very loud. To have them in an apartment is outrageous.
Yeah.
And you're just pounding.
I'm just pounding with like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. My aunt used to have a guy that lived above her in Brooklyn who used to chop up pills every morning.
Right.
And you could hear him, and that was the alarm clock because he couldn't swallow his pills. And you go, that's her alarm clock. So I'm running on the thing, and I understand.
Right.
But it's not like I'm not up at like 6 in the morning pounding.
Right.
This is like 10.
So what are you going to do if you're getting doughy? Are you cutting back on your calories?
I don't know what to do.
You don't. It's horrible.
It's a thing I have to embrace because I don't know what to do.
But
I eat pretty well.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Like, did you have a breakfast this morning?
I had some oatmeal this morning.
Oatmeal. That's it.
That's
Just oatmeal.
good.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah, but I'm normally not up at this point.
Right. That's true.
But
you'll eat a lot today.
What time do you normally get up?
Like last night, I had a Philly cheesesteak on the way back. I was on QVC last night.
Yeah. Now I would think you would not go on QVC.
Well,
that it wouldn't be cool, so to speak.
Oh, that's why I just want to see what it is.
Right.
I want to go to this thing because I want to sell this record.
All right. So you've got a new record out.
Yeah.
Why would you? If you go on QVC, I happen to know something about this. You've got to give them a cut of everything you sell, right?
Yeah, well, I'm giving everyone a cut anyway.
You are?
I mean, NBC's getting more money than I'm getting for this.
Because a lot of the stuff on the CD are performances that you did on television.
Yeah.
And so they have the rights to it.
Yep.
So they're going to get a cut, and QVC's going to get a cut.
And and then the record label gets a cut, and then every guest star on the album
Why put it out? Where do you get money up front? How do you make any money with this thing?
I really don't make it. The way I do it, I think in the future somehow I'll make money. Like more people will watch my show, or more people will know who I am, or what the things we do on our show.
That is actually your strategy with your show, because you're on late at night, 12:30 at night. Yeah. A lot of people don't get to stay up and watch it, and I know that you make everything available on the internet, and it's true. I mean, those clips do go viral and they go big.
But then they have to take them down.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's a Writers Guild thing.
Right.
You know, remember when the Writers Guild had the strike? They had a thing about internet rights and all this stuff. So we're only allowed to put certain sketches up for like 2 months.
Oh, and then otherwise they'd have to be paid or something like that.
Yes. And NBC doesn't want to pay for that, which is fine. But it's a bummer for the writers who want to see their sketches on it.
But it is true. I mean, I really do. You know, I see more of your show on the internet.
Yeah, which a lot of people do, or in a taxi cab or something.
Did you think when I appeared on your show the last time that I was overly rude to Mick Taylor of the Rolling Stones?
Absolutely not.
Was there any fallout from that? I mean, because I was kidding him about leaving the Rolling Stones, but I did it lovingly. I do love Mick Taylor.
No, as I was leaving, I said goodbye to him, and I gave him like a man hug. And he came in, he goes, I'm sorry about my friend over that. Next time I'd love to hear you talk more.
So he wasn't upset with me, was
No,
he?
not at all.
He was a good sport.
Great sport, totally laughing. Some people on my staff was like, that was pretty harsh. I was like,
yeah, I got a lot of feedback where people said, wow, you really ripped Mick Taylor a new asshole.
Oh, no, in fact, I felt like you guys had done that before.
You know, I had a disappointing moment with your show because I really enjoyed my last appearance. I had a great time.
Yeah.
But you and I broke into a song, a Rolling Stones song. We sang to the audience in the commercial break, and I had a feeling you would include that somehow. Or you can't include that because you don't have the rights to the song? Is that it? What happened there? There was no interest in airing that?
I didn't want to air it.
Why?
Because you're now a judge of singing.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I know I'm not a good singer.
Yeah, but I don't want to put that out just since your debut.
I thought that was a fun, spontaneous moment.
I could put that up.
Well,
no one told us that. I was ready to put up, and I go, you know what?
Maybe Howard doesn't want that.
Maybe he doesn't want this. It was a commercial break. He's a singing judge now.
I see. You were protecting me.
I was trying to protect you.
I so don't know from that. You know, I don't protect anybody.
I said, well, maybe he doesn't want that because now he's got to be telling someone, hey, you sing awful.
You're a nice guy like that. You do protect your guests.
I try to. I mean, I do up to a point, where it's like as much as I can. If you're going to be rude to me, then I won't do anything. I'm just like, I'll let you sing.
It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what am I going to do? But it's like, I think for the most part, I'm happy you're doing the show, and it's all just kudos for me and our show.
Who are you friendly with in terms of other talk shows? Let me get this, because the landscape, and I want you to be honest, I don't want you to be diplomatic.
Yeah.
I know you're friends with Jay Leno. You called him when you had to interview Obama. You got advice from him,
yes,
as you said. And you got advice from me. And
I got advice from Barbara Walters, too.
Right.
Yeah.
But Conan is a close friend of yours, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really...
Not anymore?
No, we were never close.
Oh, okay. I thought you were friendly with Conan.
I'm friendly with him, yeah, we're not friends.
Did you not... Is he upset that you took over his whole time slot? No. But is he upset that you side with Leno in the big feud?
Nothing to me. He's come on the show. I mean, there's no sense. I mean, I'm not really part of that whole thing. So.
Oh, I thought you were friends with him.
With who?
With Conan.
No,
close.
I'm friends with him. No, I'm not close.
No.
I'm not close really with any of the hosts.
You're a hard guy to get close to. I've tried to hang out with you. It's impossible. You really want nothing to do with me.
What did you say? You were telling us a story about how you thought you were with him and then he left you and went to somebody else?
No. I ran into Jimmy when I was in Los Angeles, and he came over to the table, and we were eating together. He was having a smoothie, and I was eating a salad or something, and I was with my wife, and then he quickly got up after a while to leave, and it was because Lorne Michaels and a whole power table were waiting for him somewhere else.
That power table converged.
You are a very social guy.
Beckham was there, yeah.
Yes. Beckham was by the pool.
Enjoying the water, Jimmy.
Yeah. He didn't talk to me because, you know me.
How cool is that guy? He was wearing a ski hat in the pool.
Well, you're saying it in a nice way, but you're really making fun of him. Beckham is there. It was 900 degrees in L.A. We're sitting by a pool.
Leather jacket.
The fucker's got a leather jacket on, and he's got a ski hat.
Like a little jaunty.
Yeah. And even like my wife and I are sitting there go, look at this fucking guy. Is he a poser or what? I didn't know who he was.
He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, but I didn't recognize him as Beckham, but I just said, look at this guy. He wants so much goddamn attention. He couldn't bring more attention to himself.
Why would you sit by the pool if you're wearing a leather jacket and a hat?
Right. So is that cool? I think it's not cool.
I don't know. I mean, well, sure. I don't know. I could never pull that off. You would make fun of me so bad if I rolled up to the pool and said, Howard, Beth.
And you're wearing your shorts and a leather jacket.
And a leather motorcycle jacket and a ski hat.
That's a hard look to pull off.
I'd be like, oh, I'm hanging out with the Edge.
But you do have, you see, you have played it where you are friendly with a lot of celebrities. You were just at the Drew Barrymore wedding.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now that was some wedding, right?
Gorgeous.
And there were a lot of famous people there.
There was a lot of people there, yeah. Well, it's just a lot of people there.
Yeah, but a lot of famous people there. Who was at the wedding, and how much fun did we have?
It was good. It was fun. It was... I don't know.
Cameron Diaz was there.
Cameron Diaz was there.
Is she hot in person?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous?
Yeah.
Hotter in the movies than in real life?
No, she's very pretty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've known her for a long time. So
right.
She's friends with my wife.
Oh, no, that's right. Your wife's a big shot. That's right. Your wife's a big shot.
She's not a big shot.
What kind of big shot is she?
She's some sort of producer.
She produced. She works with Drew. They became Flower Films, like the partner, and so they did like Donnie Darko and Charlie's Angels, and it's just a bunch of other movies.
Is the marriage gonna last between Drew Barrymore and this guy? I say no. What do you say?
I say yes.
Really?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Her track record is poor.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I think she would agree.
Did you sit her down?
Do you really go with, like, this is a serious wedding?
Did you sit her down and say, listen, honey?
I'm such a mush, though, at these things. I go to these things, I go, I got to go to this wedding. I don't want to talk. I just want to go and enjoy the wedding, and it's good. And so it's another wedding. And I've been to so many weddings. And I used to be an altar boy, so I served mass. I served weddings.
Right.
But then I get there, and it's just really emotional.
Yeah, and you cry.
I start to fill up.
You're a good man.
I'm worse than any of these people. Like, I can't even look at Cameron Diaz. She's not crying. I'm filling up, going, and no one even at the altar.
No one cries at
There's a rabbi talking. I'm not even
just
Jewish.
Being in the building.
Not even Jewish. She's saying words. I don't even say anything.
But nobody cries.
Yeah, look at that. I'm crying. Like, that's beautiful.
But nobody cries at a Drew Barrymore wedding. I mean, unless you're the groom's parents. I mean, really.
I was like, I got into it, and then I was just like, and I wasn't even drinking at this point.
Talk me through this. When you're invited to a high-profile wedding, like a Drew Barrymore wedding, and I would imagine that was fun. What do you get Drew Barrymore for a wedding gift? I mean, do you give her cash, or you just didn't even give her anything? Your mere presence.
I didn't give her anything. I really didn't.
Wow. So fucked up.
I got to ask Nancy. Maybe we did give her something. We had to give her something, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I had to travel.
That's your gift.
I mean, don't you hate that?
It's the gift of you.
When you have to, it's a destination wedding.
Yeah.
And you work for a living.
Yes.
So I have to take off of my work.
Right.
And fly to where you're getting married.
and then give
you a gift. And then if they get divorced the week after, I don't want the gift back.
Right.
I want my time back.
That's right.
I want my tears back.
Yeah, exactly. All the emotion you vested in this thing.
I really put a lot into this.
But really, you do have to get a gift of some sort.
I do, right?
Yeah,
But don't you have there's a window. I think there's a window.
Yeah, you have a year, right?
1 year.
Ann Landers said it was 1 year. I read that column.
Ann Landers.
Yeah, she said 1 year.
So 1 year. Well, I'll work on something. Oh my gosh, I got her a present.
You did?
Yes.
What'd you get her?
Of course. What am I talking about?
Go ahead.
I got her a painting.
Oh.
Of her and Will.
Oh, Will's her husband.
Yes.
I see.
With there's this artist that my wife loves. 𝗪𝗵cie is her last name. I don't know, but she's like a folk artist, and she did like a heart with Drew, and it's a beautiful painting.
You commissioned a painting for her.
Yeah.
Now, what does something like that cost? I mean, it's got to be expensive.
I mean, Nancy handles this.
She handles it right. Good. That's why it's good to be married.
Yeah, but that could be a weird kind of gift because if they don't like that kind of art.
It's true. I know. I don't like, but I think my wife knows it's true enough.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's not that big.
Is this the first Drew Barrymore wedding you've gone to, or have you been to others?
It's the first one I've been to.
First one you've been to. And what about your wife? Has she been to others?
She's been to a couple others.
And in her opinion, did she say, "Gee, this is the nicest one so far," or did she enjoy other Drew Barrymore weddings more?
No, definitely she liked this one.
She liked this one the best.
This one was the
nice?
best. This was good. And then you know what's funny? Because she loves to have a good time.
Right. She seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but she's pregnant now.
Oh.
So she
is that well known that she's pregnant?
Wedding.
I don't know that anyone knows that.
Yeah, people know that.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Maybe you just broke news.
Oh, stop.
Wouldn't that be great?
No, it wouldn't be. It'd be no.
I'm picturing her taking your painting and hanging it next to the painting your wife got her of Tom Green and Drew Barrymore. Like there could be a whole hall of husbands. Don't you think that'd be kind of cool?
Yeah, like the Vatican. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, all those paintings.
Whenever you marry a guy, you have all new paintings from the Fallons.
No, but she had a band go up, and it was a fun. It was. I mean, she knows how to throw, but great food.
Right.
It's good food. Which you know what happened is I don't look at the. Do you call it a menu when they tell you what's
right?
On
Nah, it's but it's like a menu. Right.
You can't order off it, but it's telling you what's going to happen with the food. And I go, so I'm eating the salad, and I just want to eat because I don't want to get too drunk and just do something ridiculous. So and just want to go home early. So I'm eating in this salad and this thing, then there's fried chicken. So I eat all this fried chicken. I eat like 4 pieces. I never had more fried chicken.
And don't you love when they serve something informal like fried chicken? It's so much better. Right.
It was great. And then they go, well, here's the steak course. I go, oh, I can't because I just ate all this fried chicken. What am I at? One of those Brazilian places?
Right.
You ever been to those places?
All you can eat?
Yeah. Where you gotta
but it's all this different meat.
Yeah, you have to flip the card over to tell them to stop.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you have to flip the card to red because I'm just going like, why do you keep offering me this meat? I guess I'll take it. I mean, I'm not going to waste it. But then I have, I'm like it's like a Flintstones.
It's gluttonous.
It's ridiculous. It's like medieval times.
It's like the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones.
Give me meat.
Are you watching it this season?
Oh yeah. I fucking love it.
I dropped out.
You dropped out?
I dropped out.
Why?
I don't know. I couldn't put out the second episode. I don't get this.
In other words, there's too many characters, too much dialogue.
It's 150 characters. It's like Twitter. It's like 140. There's Peter Dinklage is just getting blowjob left and right. And I go,
yeah. What world is this?
What is this?
That's why it's TV, it's fantasy.
Well, people at work, they go, no, this is the way it was back then. I go, it's fiction.
That's right.
It's a made-up world.
What do you mean
it's
back
like
then?
saying that's the way things are in Alice in Wonderland.
You mean just be magic?
Yeah, you eat a mushroom, you get big. It's like you're basing your fact on fiction. It's not even an argument. I can't have this argument.
So who's at your table at the Drew Barrymore? I mean, imagine a powerful table of wonderful entertainers all making jokes. And like you say, you got to be on your game almost because you can't get too drunk. There's a lot of heavy hitters there.
Yeah, I was at Drew's table.
Oh,
so I was with Drew and Will, and my wife Nancy. And Nancy had to get up and speak and say something.
Is she articulate? Your wife? Are you embarrassed?
Did you help her with what she had to say?
I didn't. I tried to, and then I tried to give her a joke. It just didn't work.
What was the joke?
Well, I was going to say a joke about something like that. I don't know why. She's just so nervous doing this. I don't know why I try to give her a joke. I say, well, at the end, say, look, now that we're family, Jimmy wants to stay at your parents' summer home this summer because they have a great summer home in Maine. It wasn't even that funny going into it.
That was a joke?
Yeah.
No wonder she didn't use it. What is that?
I think she did use it.
So it's you, Drew.
Yeah.
Who else is at the table?
Scarlett Johansson was there.
Scarlett Johansson's at the table.
No, it's not at the table. She was there.
What's she wearing?
They're all just look gorgeous. Everyone's dressed up.
Nice with the titties out and the whole thing, right?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Of course, what do you mean, I guess? What, you're not a man?
Well, I am a man, but what are you talking about? I don't know what that means.
Titty dress.
Well, they're flashing things.
Girls always have their titties out at these weddings.
I don't know. I didn't see
You're
that.
Such a polite guy. You won't even look at their titties.
I didn't know.
They wear those gowns, with the titties.
I know you keep saying that, but I don't know what you're talking about. It's a gown.
It's a gown. All right.
Yeah.
And does Drew Barrymore wear white? Does she?
She wore white. She looked beautiful. There was
Virginal
Chanel.
White. Yeah.
Chanel is Will's family's in.
Oh, I see.
So everyone wore Chanel, Cameron, Chanel.
Well, I'm happy for her, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Why shouldn't I?
I hope she's happy.
She was great. She was super happy, and it was at her home. I was at, so it was Montecito. I was in Montecito.
But the mother's not. Drew Barrymore doesn't get along with. I know the mother. I used to have her on the show all the time. She was a firecracker.
Yeah.
But the mother doesn't get to go to the wedding, right?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not on.
I don't think she was there. I didn't run into her.
You didn't see her walking Drew down the aisle?
You would have noticed.
No,
I would have.
You believe me? Yeah, you would have.
I would have seen it.
Sad though, right? Is she outside protesting? I heard she holds up a sign and she goes, "I'm against this wedding."
I didn't see that either. No.
Yeah, it's sad, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's a bummer. It's like you just, I don't know. I don't know the whole scoop, so.
Right. You don't get involved that way.
But this is a weird story. So I go to, my wife's getting ready for all the bridesmaids, and so I go out to lunch in Montecito.
Right.
I'd never been to Montecito.
It's beautiful, right? I've never been.
Beach
either.
place,
Yeah.
fine.
Right.
And so I go there, and I walk to this place. I go, maybe I'll just sit down. I'll have something to eat, and I'll get some glass of wine or whatever, drink in the afternoon. I don't care. I got nothing to do.
Right.
So I go in. I go to this place. This guy comes over. He goes. He goes, "What would you like?" And I look at the thing. I go, "Hey, buddy, I'd like to get this white bean salad or something." And then he goes, and then a pizza and a glass of wine. He goes, "All right." I go,
no wonder you're doughy. With that, you ordered a pizza, a white bean salad, and wine.
It's a lot of starch.
Maron, that's a lot of calories. But go ahead.
All right. So I can lose weight then. I can tell you.
That's right.
Cut out half the starch. So anyways, I go. So the guy, I go. I'm sorry to keep calling you buddy. What is your name? So he goes, "My name's Josh." I go, "Okay, Josh. Thanks, buddy." Thanks, Josh.
Right.
So he leaves. He comes back. He brings the white bean salad and the wine. And it looks like there's mayonnaise on the white bean salad.
You don't want that.
I hate mayonnaise.
Right.
And it's 90 degrees outside.
Right.
So it's like hot mayonnaise. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm drinking my wine, waiting for Josh to come back.
Right.
So he finally comes back, and I'm halfway through my wine, and I go, I don't want to get hammered.
Right.
I just want to eat my lunch, get fat, and get out of here.
Right.
So he comes back, and I go, "Hey, sorry, Josh, but is there mayonnaise in this thing?" He goes, "Let me check with the chef." So then he leaves again for 3 minutes. So now I'm done with the wine. I'm licking the bottom of the glass. Now I'm getting buzzed. He comes back and he goes, "The chef said it's red wine, it's vinaigrette, and it's the rest is a surprise."
A surprise.
Surprise.
And then he leaves again.
Right.
So I was staring at this thing. I go, "I'm not going to eat this.
No.
Surprise. What if the surprise is mayonnaise?"
Right.
You idiot.
I want to know if there's mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's why I asked you a question. So anyways, he comes back and he goes, "Oh, you didn't touch the salad." I go, "No, I don't like mayonnaise. I like creamy stuff. So I'm sorry, I didn't." He goes, "Oh, all right. Let me get the chef. Will probably want to bring." I go, I don't want anything else.
Yeah, I just want to get out of here.
Just bring me a pizza and I get the check. I want to get out now. I'm mad.
Spending your life at the
mad.
You're getting drunk.
Restaurant
I'm
Montecito.
getting drunk, and so then he brings me another glass of wine on the house because I got the mayonnaise thing. I go, "Thank you, Josh." He goes, "No problem." He goes, and yeah. So then he brings the pizza over, and I go, "Josh, this looks amazing. Thank you so much." He leaves. The manager comes over.
Right.
"Excuse me, can I just ask, is everything okay?"
Yeah.
And I go, "Everything's fine."
But now you're making a scene.
Yeah,
right.
the big scene. So then I don't want to get Josh fired.
Right.
So I go, "By the way," and this is a true story. I go, "By the way, Josh is great."
Right.
She goes, "He's married." So I'm hammered.
Yeah.
I'm hammered.
Right.
But she thinks I'm hitting on the. I never see Josh again. He leaves.
Oh my God.
He thinks I was hitting on him.
Oh my God.
I go, "This is a
amazing
nightmare."
Maybe you give off that vibe a little bit.
Like a little.
Because you're such a nice. You do have a little bit of a gay vibe.
Too much. A gay vibe. Effeminate.
I used to think sometimes you were gay.
Yeah.
I've had that thought.
Yeah.
I had this whole imaginary life for you that you married, but your wife's a beard, and you go over to Lorne Michaels' table and you're staring at Beckham. And no, you know what it is? Because you're a nice guy. Because I don't know if it's an act, but like you, the guy. Hey, I don't know.
What do I have to do?
I don't know this kitty dress. You have to but you're very. You're so guys aren't respectful.
Right. They're lewd.
We have penises and they rule our lives. And, and
I
you
should be watching Game of Thrones.
Well, yes. It seems like you've overcome the urge, to be gross but you must fart and do weird shit things right. I mean, like any other guy.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't remember.
You don't even shit.
I don't.
Do you ever use foul language? No.
I do now and then, sure.
I don't get that impression. I think
I do. Sure, I do sometimes. But it's like when you're just goofing around, or
right. You will do that with your friends.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me about the new album for a second. I see you have your guitar here, which always excites me because I was telling Robin, this audition tape that you did when you were on Saturday Night Live, it was so fantastic. How old were you then?
I think I was 23.
And you were smart about it. You grabbed your guitar and you started to play the guitar.
Yeah.
And you went through quick musical impressions. And I love that because, first of all, it's brief.
Yeah.
Sucks me in, you give a funny line, and you're on to the next thing. And you like to give the impression that you're almost just coming up with it off the top of your head. That's the trick to a great stand-up or a great audition for Saturday Night Live. Do you think, have you ever seen anybody else's audition tapes for Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Is yours the best?
Oh, no.
Are you the only guy who ever got a laugh from Lorne Michaels? Because it's legendary. I've talked to other Saturday Night Live guys.
It's
Brewer.
tricky. It's a tough room. It's really tough. It's like no one laughs.
He is guffawing through your audition.
Like some good laughs. He starts laughing when I did an impression of Adam Sandler, because at the time no one did that.
It was fantastic.
Oh, thanks. But
do Adam Sandler. Come on.
There was three phases of Adam. There was like the one part where he just kind of mumbles and he goes like, "How you doing? I was good to see you, Howard. All right, good to be here." And then he does the thing where it's like, and then the third part is where he goes like, he yells and you're just like, "Shut up!" So I just did the mix of all three, and I actually called Adam Sandler before I did that.
You did? Because you want to be respectful?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's why people think you're gay.
Is that why?
You're too respectful.
I should have said, "Hey, how about those titties?"
Yeah, you should have titty dress.
Hung up the phone.
I'm beating off.
And hung up the phone.
You know, funny enough, Adam Sandler was almost here today. Now, Adam Sandler and I have a weird background. We don't talk, and I was critical of some of his movies, like no one else was.
Oh, he didn't.
Were you once on a plane with Adam?
Yeah, we didn't talk to each other.
Didn't speak.
It was incredibly awkward. But I had heard that he was maybe coming in this morning. I was excited.
He's the nicest dude.
That's what I hear.
Ever. Oh, he doesn't care if you don't like his movies.
Well, he seems to care. I don't know.
He stays away from here.
I was very excited to get past all of that.
He's absolutely one of the funniest humans on the face of the earth.
Yeah, and there's many things I think he does that are funny, hysterically funny.
Yeah, me too.
But, you know, listen, I got to be honest if I don't like a movie.
I don't do that.
How did when you say you reached out to Adam Sandler before you auditioned for Saturday Night Live, how do you even know to get to him? Because wasn't he already on Saturday Night Live? He was a big star. How did you know him?
My manager at the time, Randy Siegel, used to work at Burlstein Gray, and she knew Sandler on his way out.
Right.
So she knew him, so she called Adam to say, "Hey, my client Jimmy, who you met once before, I think he saw me at the Improv in L.A.
Right.
And she said he wants to do an impression of you for Saturday Night Live. Are you cool with that?" And he's like, "Sure." He's like, "Does he want to do it for me?" He can call me and do it for me. So I called Tim Hurley. He actually was his writing partner.
Right.
Talked to Tim. Tim goes, "All right, here's Adam." Adam got on the phone. He's like, "Hello, how you doing? Hey, Jimmy?" I go, "Yeah, this is Jimmy." He goes, "Are you going to do an impression? You're going to do a, do the impression of me?" No, he didn't. So he said, "Do it for me. Let me hear it." So I did the whole thing. And he starts laughing. He goes, "I love it. It's great, kid. Go hit a home run. Go do it."
What if Adam had said no to you? Would you have not done? I mean, that probably got you a job on Saturday Night Live and changed your life. You would have said, "I'm not doing it."
I probably would have done it anyway.
You would have done it anyway.
Yeah, and then I would have said, "Hey,
you would
give me a break."
You're right. Sorry. Yeah, because
man.
It's one of your best things.
Yeah, that was my big thing. It was my closer, I think.
I'm trying to remember what else you did on the audition tape. It was seamless. It was...
I did that, and I'm trying to get Seinfeld. I mean,
because Seinfeld was dead on. That is not as easy, because I do, "Hey," but it doesn't really sound like Seinfeld. You had every inflection down.
I had him on the show on Saturday Night Live. We did a bit where Jerry came on the show, and he brought his impression. He changed his impression to match my impression because it was a little off.
Right.
So I was talking about the Gap, and how they had these new, like, it was almost like culottes for men at the Gap. It's called like beach pants or something. I go, what are these beach pants? Who wears these things to the beach? What kind of a place is the Gap? And he goes, pocket tee? Thanks, Gap. What? You'll refold it? This place is great. They refold your clothes if you don't want them. So we're just yelling back and forth.
Isn't it true? I guess you point out that there's 3 phases of Adam Sandler. There's 3 different Jerrys, maybe, I'm thinking. There's
a couple. There's the, can you believe you do that? And then you wait, you ask the question, and then you yell back the answer.
Would it be inappropriate if you said one day, because I swear I'd go see this, that you're going to do a one-man show on Broadway, and if you did a half hour of Seinfeld's material, but gave us the Seinfeld experience, I would want to see that.
Like a human hologram?
Like a human hologram. Like you actually went out and performed that.
Like the Tupac hologram.
Because it's much like one of the things that drives me crazy, you start doing that and all I want is more. But is that the secret? You got to leave them wanting more?
No, I don't know. If there is a secret, I don't know. That's probably all I can do.
You can't go on. After a while,
probably get annoying after a while.
Now, Lorne Michaels, when he saw this audition, he had to be, okay, I'm signing this guy, right? I mean, you must have heard that hour that you were on the show.
No, I waited for like 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
And no feedback?
No, like feedback that was like, I think it went well. Like, just be happy, but we're not sure.
Oh, my Lord.
It's a tough thing. And then when you go meet him...
Did you think you fucked it up?
Yeah, well, you never know where you go. Because I auditioned once before, and they, I was at the comic strip here in New York, and I auditioned for that, and I just flopped. It was awful. I had a bad set. I go, this is the worst. I didn't get it. And then they said, we're looking for Tracy Morgan. We're looking for a black cast member.
Right.
So I go, oh, there you go.
Right.
So
you're out.
That made me feel bad. I could try. I mean, I got to go up for different roles. You know?
That's amazing to me because I watched that audition and I go, I'm signing this guy tomorrow, and I'm nervous if I don't get him.
Everyone says,
got to get him before everybody else.
Mike Shoemaker, who's my producer now, he was there, and Marcy Klein was there, and they all say, no, we knew exactly at the time
that you nailed it.
That you nailed it. That we signed, and I go, oh, well, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, and the funny thing is, I'm thinking about your performances on Saturday Night Live. I'm trying to think if they really used your impressions that much.
You know what I did? I did everything once, and I never did it again because I thought that was cool.
But you did something on that audition tape, too, that was good. That was very Saturday Night Live. You said, well, this is an impression of a guy, but it wasn't anyone famous. It was just, the guy who always says this or the guy who always says that.
Yeah, none of those guys worked.
They didn't?
No, I did like a guy who did double takes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was cool.
Everything, gosh, it was just, I don't know. I could never even think.
And on that audition, you didn't do your musical impression of Neil Young, which I think is your strongest impression.
I did not do Neil Young at the time. Well, at the time, I didn't know what would be funny with doing a Neil Young impression.
Neil Young's a big guy, when did you start developing the Neil Young thing?
I did the Neil Young thing. I always had it, but I think, it took a writer on this show on late night, that his name is Mike DeCenzo, to go like, what if Neil Young sang the theme to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah, that was good.
So that's you can.
Did you put that on the album?
Yes, this is on the album.
This is on the album. Do you have to get permission from Neil Young? No, because it's an original kind of.
No, you do.
You got to get the permission from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air people, don't you?
Yeah, Will Smith.
Yeah,
and both, and Neil Young. So no one's getting paid for this.
Right. I mean, I don't see how you're making any money.
Neil's buying a boat right now.
What are they paying you on for your TV show? Are they paying you decent money?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you get $8 million?
No,
not that much.
No.
What did Jimmy Kimmel tell us he's getting? $8 million?
I don't remember.
He's been on for like 10 years.
He's been on. I keep trying to get.
Years.
Would it be weird? You guys compete against each other in some way, right?
Not really.
Don't you think?
I think at one point we do.
At
like 12:30 or 12 to 12:30. I go on at 12:30. He goes on at 12.
Yeah, but I keep wanting to get you guys together, but I'm wondering if that would be weird in some way.
Oh, we've hung out.
Oh, you have hung out.
He's a super nice guy.
Oh, you like him?
I love him.
You don't feel competitive with him?
I could care less.
Really?
Why?
Right.
Who cares?
You got such a fucking healthy attitude. You must have had a great relationship with your parents.
No.
I wish. No.
I did. I just moved them. I just moved them out of my childhood home.
Oh, you did?
They moved to Bronxville, New York.
Oh yeah, you had to sell the house, and you were trying to get someone cool to buy the house.
I wanted somebody cool to buy it because I don't want I don't know what's going to happen with somebody.
You feel attached to your childhood house?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
What did the house sell for?
It didn't sell.
Oh, it's still for sale.
Still for sale.
Where is it?
It's in СiriusXMexclusives, New York, which is upstate by Woodstock. And
oh yeah, forget it. You're going to hold on to that thing for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I'm
Nobody's looking in СiriusXMexclusives.
And you got a stipulation that they be cool. Forget it.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, exactly, it's a double.
Now people tell me by cool you mean white people. Is that true? You're a racist? Horrible racist.
That's basically what I'm saying.
What is it, Gary?
I was reading an interview with Jimmy in Rolling Stone, and I thought he was insinuating that his parents were like sort of super protective.
Overly protective?
They were, yeah. Very
too much.
My grandfather was a cop from Brooklyn, so my mom had an overprotective childhood. So I think me and my sister weren't allowed. She was my best friend, and we weren't allowed to. We didn't have friends. We just kind of hung out with each other in the backyard.
As a result, are you very afraid of the world? Because you strike me as a guy, you'll get on a plane, you'll go to California, you go here, you go there, you're sucking the world in.
I think I'm interested in that stuff. Because I didn't have that growing up. Like, I love to read Outside magazine.
Right.
Because I would never do half the stuff in this magazine.
See,
a guy crosses a crevasse.
I'm a very fearful person, so I don't go anywhere. Last night I went to dinner with a couple. They said, Howard, Beth, join us next weekend. Want to put you on our private plane. We're going to go to Paris together. We're going to have an incredible time. And they spelled out what we're going to be doing, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at my wife and go, oh, my God, Paris is a terrible place. And I don't want
How do I say no?
I mean, how do I say no to this? This is something everyone in the world should experience.
This is like an episode of The Bachelorette.
It sounds like filled with danger.
Yeah, because it's a private jet?
No, because it's just... I just want to be
foreign
home.
land.
Yeah, I just want to be home with my dog, and
Yeah, it's I like going home.
Yeah, you like that too?
I like going home. I know my wife. I know she's
right.
We watch the same things. We eat the same stuff.
Yeah, I got my food.
I got my routine. I barely have enough time to relax. So when I get home,
it sounded like a nightmare to me.
No, it's just too much work.
Too much work.
Because you got to reinvent. You got to relive. You go, I don't know how to live here.
But a normal person would never turn. Like Robin would be on that plane tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I mean, a private jet, and this guy's top of the line, and they got rooms and the whole thing.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, me too.
It just
doesn't interest me.
Doesn't interest me. I'd rather, seriously, I've heard you say this on the show, but I'd rather sit and stare at a wall.
Yeah.
And just stare at nothing. Just sit there and go like, this is fantastic.
You know what excites me? And this is the sickest fucking thing in the world. You know what I'm doing on, I think it's Thursday or Friday. I forget. I have a coach coming to my house to teach me how to organize.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this.
My wife would freak out.
She
loves to organize.
I'm excited about this. We're going to come up with little folders and what to put things in.
I tried to get...
I have her booked for the whole day, this person.
I tried to get a closet organizer, and she was booked.
Yeah, I'm all set, man.
What job is this?
I would rather do that than go to Paris on a private jet.
I just want to make sure it's all figured out.
Right.
Yeah. I have no time. Yeah, I just want to do that stuff and to make sure it's all figured out. Then I just don't want to... Also, I don't want to bother anybody or just
all of your impressions and all of the things that you've absorbed, what were they, through television and sitting at home in your home? Yeah, everything me tue. That's it. I just watch TV and you learn the world.
TV and radio, and I just grew up with that. My dad would love WCBS FM, and we're up in 𝗏𝗏 where you don't really get that. So he would have me run wire through the whole house, like through the pipes and stuff.
Right.
I definitely am going to die of cancer. I know the whole house is like a microwave.
Did you ever try to be a legitimate musician? Because I feel when you do Neil Young, and I've heard you do Bruce Springsteen, all this stuff, that you have a good voice and you do have a certain charisma. But are you hiding behind the impressions? Are we ever going to hear you sing an original song that Jimmy Fallon can do? No way. You would why? Because all the comedians would laugh at you for trying that?
Well, I would just personally, I wouldn't want to hear it.
Have you ever sat down and written a song?
No.
Is that true?
One. A serious song?
A serious song.
Never in my life.
Why?
I'm not a poet.
But you had fantasies. I mean, no one's
I've written comedy songs. I'm not a poet.
When you were a young man, though, when did you learn guitar? You were a young guy, and you were practicing guitar. You had a fantasy of being a rock star, yes?
Yeah, but I just imitated everybody.
That was it.
I just took a guitar and I imitated. I learned the song, and I would imitate. I'd do Roy Orbison or. You
could do Roy Orbison?
I could.
You can't do it now?
I don't think I could hit those notes. If probably a couple drinks in me, I could scream crying.
What's the one musical impression you do that you have yet to show the public?
Gosh.
I've never heard you do Roy Orbison.
I mean, it wouldn't. I couldn't even do it. Yeah, I got to really be into it and belt it out.
What's your best impression? Is it Neil Young, you think?
I mean, Neil's probably the best. I mean, we did the Doors on the show. We did the Doors. I've never seen anyone do like Jim Morrison to be funny.
Yeah,
so
right.
We did the Doors singing the theme to Reading Rainbow.
I saw that one, and that was good.
That went well. That was good. And we shot it like it was Ed Sullivan from 67 or whatever. It was pretty cool.
This show is the best venue for you. I mean, you don't have to sit there with those other fucking cast members from Saturday Night Live. It's your own
sharing
thing.
time.
Yeah, you don't have to share time with them.
Fighting for
you know what I mean? Think about it.
Spot.
It is really the dream job for you, I guess. Although it's
fantastic. It's great.
And you don't have to worry about like ratings versus this one or that one. It's
I'm on so late.
Are you dying to do the Tonight Show?
No,
that's the death. No, don't do it. I told you that.
Yeah,
you're not going to have any fun anymore. They're going to knock you in the head every time the ratings dip.
Yeah, I can't be worried about that stuff.
What about Craig Ferguson? Are you friends with him?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, I'm friendly with him.
How can we be friends with everyone we're at war with?
It's like I don't know. Should I have more passion? And
I think maybe. I don't know.
You want to kill him?
No, but
it was a funny thing. Kimmel is he's just a smart guy. He's just funny. And this is a funny story. We were at the Emmy Awards, and the year before I just hosted the Emmy Awards.
Right.
The year before. So the next Emmys come. They want me to present with Kimmel. I go, great.
Let's do it.
So let's go. So me and Kimmel work out a bit. Where we're going to fight over the envelope or something like that. And,
I remember, yes.
Yeah. And we're about to go on, and he goes, hey, Jimmy, look at this. And he points at this rundown that's on a computer screen, and it says, like, Jane Lynch opening, and then first envelope, J. Kimmel / J. Fafon. F-A-F-O-N. F-A-F-O-N. I just hosted the year before. I hosted the whole show.
What, they fire everyone?
Big thing.
Wow.
Great reviews.
Oh, my goodness.
Jay Kimmel / J. Fafon. And I go, gosh, I wish I had my phone on me. I would have taken a picture of that and tweeted that out.
See, that's interesting that you can actually be friendly with him. I mean, he's one of this. I don't even know if I should talk about this. He sent me an email the other night. His girlfriend Molly is sitting on the toilet to pee, and he goes in with his phone, takes a picture, and sends it to me. He goes, "You see, I can take pictures of my girlfriend like you do of Beth."
Oh my God!
She wrote me a note. She goes, "I'm going to kill him." She says, "I'm going to give back to the earth after I chop him up and throw him in the ocean." I mean, it's crazy.
I met her. She's fun.
Maybe we should put together a super group, all you guys together for one big show.
Like a Rock and Roll Heaven?
Yeah, it's sort of weird that you're all on almost at the same time, or it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I think it'd be fun. It'd be great if was Kimmel? No, he was never 12:30. He was always 12.
He's always.
Was he 11:30?
No, they won't put him on
12:15 or something.
I said, put you on 11:30 with that stupid nightline.
We're 12:37.
Remember, he just got 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's got to bug up his ass. He wants to get on at 11:30. I said, what do you care? It's so great.
We're on 12:37. I want to be on at 12:36. Does it matter?
12:36 is going to change everything.
I mean, does it matter if I'm on at 12:41?
He's got all kinds of theories. If you get on a little bit early, then your ratings and blah, blah, blah. He's got the whole thing figured out.
But then what happens?
You don't check the ratings.
I don't care.
You
then
don't
what happens? So what if we had an amazing rating?
Right.
Now we got to book, the magician every week?
Was Obama really a great guest, or is it just the idea of Obama? When he actually comes on, it can be boring, yes?
I don't know. I thought it was fantastic.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it was great.
But do you have to be different with him than he's the president, so you got to be respectful.
I'm respectful, but I don't change. I'm the same with anyone.
Right, but he got up and sang with you. That was exciting, right?
He did slow down the news, and You know, when you have the president on the show, they go, he wants to meet you alone. He doesn't want to meet you with an assistant or a stage manager.
Oh.
When the president arrives, you should greet him.
Now, the president goes to like a dressing room like I do when I do your show. Is that where you put him?
Yes, but I was in the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So
oh, I see.
Special deal.
And does the Secret Service go in and check everything in the room? They have to do a sweep, right?
They do a sweep like weeks before.
Yeah,
then
right.
they do it that day. Like the writers had to bring in all their laptops or whatever they wanted that morning before 9 in the morning, then leave.
And Obama...
Did they bring dogs in to sniff you, or did they leave
that had nothing to do with the president, but yes, I do that before every
He's
show.
always sniffed. People just love it.
Yeah, yeah.
And dogs love it. But the president...